Right. Let's see how it works. Okay, I'm just gonna check the chat is
See,
working.
I could stay up for 8 hours, but I don't think I could entertain for 8 hours. Maybe, maybe not. Right, so I can see myself on the telly.
Yeah, I can see you now on YouTube interface. But yeah, let's hope this is gonna be really good fun. Let's do
Aye,
this, man.
certainly.
Okay, right. Hello everybody on YouTube. My name is Retro Dude. I'd like to introduce you to a special guest. This is my first collaboration video in 2018. Wow, I'm so happy to bring on this awesome guest. He's called Nintendo Playstation, also known as is it Robert Dixon or Dixon Robert? Does it matter?
Robert Dixon.
Robert Dixon, that's it. Yeah, he's the guy. He has a YouTube channel called Nintendo Playstation. You play, was it Nintendo Switch games and Sony stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. Primarily Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4 right now. But I do plan to probably expand on
Excellent stuff. Yeah. Oh, and Vecco says hi. Yeah, he's one of my awesome subscribers.
all right, man. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Right. I'll start. I'm gonna get my phone up, so I've got some questions I want to ask you and stuff. Guys,
All
if you
good,
want to
man.
find his YouTube channel, it is links in the description as well. So give him, go and sub to him if you can. You know, he deserves all the subs he get. He's very talented. If actually, I'll tell you a little story before we begin. How Nintendo Station came to be. He found me through what was it? A game video, wasn't it? The game
Game
membership.
Game Elite membership.
Yeah, that's it. The Game Elite membership, which is obviously the game's new service
Aye.
for game money back. And he commented one of my videos, and yeah, and you commented quite a few. I remember you commented the one on the birthday rewards as well. And you,
Mhm.
how much did you say you spent on what was it particular game? You said you spent like was it you get Pokemon and you get something else, don't you? What was the list that you bought?
I've purchased. I've got a few games for pre-order right now. I've got the Pokemon Nintendo Switch bundle, Pikachu edition.
Cool.
That's £319 I have to pay for that because it was a £20 deposit.
Right.
I've also got the Pokeball Plus bundle of Pokemon Let's Go
Oh.
Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee.
Oh wow, yeah, that's gonna be fun. Oh, that's not long. November 16th, is that right?
Yeah, yeah, they'll do out very soon. Another pretty much another fortnight for now. They'll do out.
Wow.
I've pre-ordered Spyro the Dragon Reignited Trilogy, and I've pre-ordered Smash Brothers Ultimate Edition.
Cool. Wow. That's great. Yeah, that's really all. That's really cool. I think I remember when I bought the Game Leap membership, I bought like a lot of Nintendo Switch games. I can't remember which one was it. Gunvolt was one of them. The collection. I thought that was a really good game. I really enjoyed it because that was originally on the 3DS, and now it's on the Nintendo Switch, which is a good value. You get two games in one basically, which is really cool. And what was it? I bought Mario versus, is it Mario Rabbit's Kingdom Battle?
Mario plus Rabbids.
Mario plus Rabbits, and you got that game as well because that is amazing. Oh,
Aye.
Becco says, "Hey Nintendo, can you tell us about your favorite game?" Oh, that's a really good question. So I'll hand that over to you.
My favourite game? Oh, well, if it had to be my favourite game on the Sega Mega Drive, it would have to be Sonic. If it was the PlayStation, it would have to be choices between Spyro the Dragon and Crash Bandicoot.
Nice,
And
nice.
if it was Nintendo, oh,
Oh,
that is a hard one. See, years ago I would have said Mario. Nowadays I have to say Pokemon.
Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, my favorite game has to be Metal Gear Solid for a lot of reasons. You know that because I played that game recently because I love Hideo Kojima's work and I thought he's an absolute genius.
It was a
Uh,
fantastic stream, bud.
yeah, thanks. I really enjoyed that. Playing that game again against Vulcan Raven in a tank, and then doing it when he had that huge Gatling gun. It was so funny when he just trips over mines, and I just went, oh, I don't have to forget Nikita launcher out just to
Aye.
defeat him. And he just went, bang, 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 and he just, David Hayter, if you're watching this, you're my hero, dude. So let's chat. Yeah, apparently, well, a lot of people said on my Facebook group, I've signed up to the Metal Gear fan club, and they all want David Hayter to play Solid Snake. And I said, I totally agree with you because he's perfect for the part. Who
Aye.
else? Who else would play Solid Snake though? I mean, who would you like to see play Solid Snake?
I don't know that. I don't know. I'm no good at when it comes to putting actors in roles like
Ah,
that.
uh,
I'm
uh,
alright some of the time, other times I get stumped very easily.
fair enough. Right, I'll ask you one of your first questions. When did you start being a content creator on YouTube?
When did I start being a content creator on YouTube? Well, I started about a year or two ago. In that,
Cool.
I had a personal YouTube account before that. I'm barely going to use that now because I'll be spending time on this channel. But
Mm,
I had a personal account to interact with YouTube creators and that in their comment sections and that.
wow, that's cool.
And basically, after a while in that, I started thinking, right, I'm enjoying my games. I'm wanting to start a channel. So
Mm,
I decided about 2 years ago or a year ago, whatever, I would open up a new channel and, name it something that
hmm
resonates with me. And that Nintendo Switch had no longer come out. It was primarily just for uh, live streaming from the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
So it was called before that. It was called God's sakes, man. Give me a wee second. It was called before that
hmm
my PlayStation ID, which is GTA Guy 51
Nice. That's
space
really cool.
space PlayStation. So it's people
Mm,
know that I'm on the PlayStation. That's primarily what the channel's for. But
wow.
when the Nintendo Switch came out, I renamed it Nintendo PlayStation.
Ah, because you got the prototype name and you decided to keep that name for your channel. I think that's really
Yeah,
cool. You know what the funny thing is? I noticed when I searched for your channel name, it came up two Nintendo
yeah,
PlayStation accounts, and I did the same with my RetroDude account. And there's like 3 million same RetroDude accounts, but they're
yeah,
all done it very differently. But I still like the name, because it's all about retro, and I like yours because it's about Nintendo
yeah.
PlayStation. You actually play Nintendo and PlayStation games, which makes sense in a way.
And
We had a question from Venko says, what do you guys think about Sonic Mania? Sonic Mania is probably the greatest game that Christian Whitehead
yeah,
has ever done. The fact he basically took the concept from original Sonic and then all the other Sonic games, and then he just mixed them and just changed the aesthetics. It's
he
really
did.
quite cool.
He did. He's a loyal Sonic fan. Uh, he's so loyal that he decided to create his own engine
Yeah.
to make his fan games
Yes.
as true as possible to the Sonic 2D lore.
Mm-hmm.
And it was that popular that Sega went towards them to basically, well, he went towards Sega and basically said, "I'm running Sonic CD on my iPhone."
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Something something
Mm.
that Sega never thought was possible, and that's Sega hired him to use his engine to put other games on iOS devices.
Yeah, the funny thing about that was Sega were actually originally going to sue Christian Whitehead, didn't they? But they
Mm,
brought him on board to say, "Come and
yeah,
work for us." Unlike Nintendo will just say, if you try to alter our works, we'll take you to court, which is a really
yeah.
weird mindset for a Nintendo in this day and age. I don't know why they can't embrace fan-made projects. Like, do you remember that Metroid one that was taken down? What was that Metroid game called? Do you know what it's called? But one guy created a Metroid game on the website, and then Nintendo just sent him a lawsuit. And yeah,
it's the same as Pokemon games, Pokemon Uranium, and all the other ones taken down as well because, well, Nintendo being Nintendo.
Yeah, typical Nintendo. I like to say everyone in chat, we got on Nintendo. Hi, on Nintendo. How you doing, mate? Right. I'll tell you how I started being a content creator as like I give you, and then is that okay? We do that sort of back and forth thing.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's cool. How I started being a content creator, I watched the Angry Video Game Nerd. I still watch his shows. You know, they're so much fun. The Cinemassacre. So, guys, if you want to go and support Jim Rolfe, that's his name, and Jim Rolfe is really cool, and I think he's a really good guy. And the fact he's got 2 kids now is he should be proud father as well.
Oh.
And yeah, he still makes great content. I like the ones he does Halloween episodes every year. I always watch them. You know, like the old 70s, 60s, 70s horror movies. He does awesome reviews about them, and I like them in a way. And that's how it came to be. Well, for me, my channel was I decided to influence heavy metal music with Bill and Ted and Wayne's World, and that's how I became Retro Dude. Yes, so I just like the dude aspect, you know, like the surfer lingo, you know, sort of thing, like you watch on the 80s.
Hey, dude.
And influencing 80s video games like, whoa, gnarly moves, dude, sort of thing. Yeah, like, whoa, Tony Burgers, dude. I know, I still have this 80s mode. Whenever I play video games, particularly.
When you say totally bogus, that reminded me of Bill and Ted, man. Fantastic movie franchise.
Oh yeah, I like the one where they go to a medieval medieval scene. They go like they see a knight and they say, "Hey, let's play some heavy metal." Yeah. Oh man, that is so funny. Okay, right. Onward to the next question. What is your favorite memories of the 80s/90s?
What is my favorite memories?
Yes, like was it like a cartoon show that you used to watch that really that you liked? Was it the movies that you like, or playing video games, anything like that? You know, do you have any favorite memories from that sort of time period?
Quite a few. Some of my favorite memories were getting in from school to watch Pokemon.
Cool.
That was as the news was pronouncing back then, Pokemania.
Oh yes,
everybody was into it. Also, playing the Sega Mega Drive, my sister and that, and my sister cracking up because I was too busy running about Sonic, trying to collect every coin in the level before I went to the goal.
Oh, that's really good, dude. That's really insightful. My favorite memory from the 80s and 90s was I used to watch a lot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles back in the day.
Wow.
And watching so many awesome cartoon shows. I remember, was it Vindicators? Is it Vindicators? Do you remember that one? The one with the holographic bodies.
So. I never really watched it, but I seen a couple of teasers for it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Another favorite memory I'll never forget. And I still reminiscing on the old days. I get nostalgia tears when I even said the name is Battletech. That was a really good cartoon show. And it only lasted 13 episodes, which I was quite sad about when it was ending. You know, it was a really good story, you know, like Somerset versus Strikers. I think
I've seen a couple episodes of that.
Yeah, it's got a really good intro opening, and I always keep replaying that intro opening because it's so epic. You know, it gets you psyched up to watch the cartoon show. And that cartoon show was actually quite revolutionary with its computer graphics animation, which was so weirdly awesome back in the early developments from Tron, and then it came to BattleTech was just a huge step in technology feat. Was absolutely outstanding to see.
That's the thing. Back in the early 80s, 90s, and that they were taking care where their animation was considered. They were taking care where their games were considered. They were making them good.
Yeah.
And we hit the new millennium and that, and everything goes in the cheap. And that cartoon, I'm not saying cartoons are only good nowadays, and that. I'm not saying you can get some good
Mm,
crackers out there nowadays, and that. But the biggest
yeah,
majority of them is as cheap as they can make them, fling them at.
yeah, yeah.
Cartoon Network is they've destroyed their reboots, man.
I know. It's all CGI, and flash,
I,
flash.
it's not it's I can understand it's a child audience that, but they've made the cartoon style so babyish looking, and
Yes,
that.
yes, I totally agree with you, dude. It's
But
so
what
see, it's so childish now that we don't. Well, then again, cartoons are meant to be childish, aren't they?
oh,
But
of
then it
course.
can be adult versions.
The thing is, back in the early 90s and 80s, still they worked that way. And
Yeah,
everything. I'm not saying computer generated graphics would make them look like what they've done back in the early 90s and that, because they
yeah,
were hand drawn and that,
mhm,
but they could put a little bit of work into them. They look as if they're watered down now.
yeah, yeah,
The storyline and joke is good in it either.
yeah. I totally
Right.
agree. Yeah. Oh, I would like to say one thing. And my favorite memory from the 80s, I remember getting a Spectrum 48K from my dad, which was a really cool computer. I used to play Batman and RoboCop on that thing for like religiously on
Yeah.
hours on end. And I love that, there was like an event when you put the tape in, it does this sound, and it was just so brilliant. And then I had the Amiga, which was the only computer we had from like about 4 or 5 years. And
Aye.
because we couldn't afford any consoles, which was so expensive at the time. There was like I remember Street Fighter 2, the original for the Super Nintendo was 60 quid back in Woolworths days. And
Mm.
we
Oh, well,
went with
was.
Amiga, and it was just so much cheaper. There were only like what 9.99 and 24.99 for a full game,
Mm.
and that was on these floppy disks. And I remember Final Fight, that was garbage on the Amiga, because Final Fight, you had to have go like this: swap disc, swap disc, swap disc, never level, swap disc, swap disc. And the same thing for Street Fighter 2 on the Amiga was awful. I remember you only had one joystick with two buttons. And I said, you could not play Street Fighter on the Amiga with two buttons. It does not work. And you
I,
have to
I
change disc all the time as well.
Yeah, I've seen that years ago. The two button control on that. I'm thinking I would never been able to game with that back in my youth. I've never been like, how does this work?
Yeah. Oh,
But
yeah.
Streets of Rage 2, and that I have fond memories of all those games. Streets
Oh,
of Rage, The Revenge of Dobby,
yeah.
Golden Axe,
Yes.
all the classics.
Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles. Wow. Our times are just so kind to us, weren't they?
Also, also Prince of Persia back then on the Sega
Yes.
Mega Drive. That was legendary, and that way you had to use your mind to overcome all the different obstacles that could kill you. That was fantastic.
Oh, which version did you play the Prince of Persia on? May I ask?
It was on the Sega Mega Drive. I can't quite think if there was different variants of it on the Sega Mega Drive, like different
Yeah.
Prince of Persia 1, 2, whatever. I just know by Prince of Persia because I only thought there was one game on it.
Mm, mm.
One game made for it.
I think I remember playing it on the which I got loads of them. I got the Game Boy version of Prince of Persia, complete in box now. So that's a pretty good port. I really like that one. Oh,
Aye.
yeah. Oh man, there's so many games and stuff. My favorite memory has to be when I was playing Super Mario Bros. 3 for the first time at my old school, and I was so in
Mhm.
love with the game. The music was such enchanting and energetic and beautiful. The way it was composed, that it went into your ears, and then you had this retina image, and you got this recording brain saying, yeah, oh, once I switch on the NES, I instantly know what the music's going to be. It's just timeless, and the
So,
graphics were really good. Did you know about an interesting fact about this Super Mario 3? They used extra RAM in the cartridge to actually make those graphics. They couldn't do
really?
it originally before. That's how amazing
Oh,
Nintendo were.
wow.
Yeah,
Same.
it's amazing, isn't it?
It's the same as Pokemon. See Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal and that.
Yeah,
Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal and that. They turn it to Nintendo headquarters and that to show their work.
yeah.
And Nintendo looked at it and that, and basically it was Shigeru Iwata that walked in and said, right, I'm going to help you with the game because the game's due out at this period of time that you are behind in work and that, and we could make this better on that. I've got a good idea that we can basically compress the graphics in the cartridge, and we can put the whole of Canto in it as well.
Yes.
And that's what they've done. They put Canto in it as a post game. That was their very, very first ever post game for Pokemon.
Wow.
After you can conquer the Elite Four, you can go to Canto.
Oh. Oh wow, that's so cool. Oh man. Right. We'll go on to the next question is what is your favorite gaming company and why you like them? And I know the first two you're gonna say is easy, isn't it?
My favorite gaming company would have to be, well, as you said, first two, Nintendo and Sony. But I would have said a lot of third-party gaming companies were in that bracket as well, where I could say that they're my favourites compared to other AAA gaming companies. But right now, none of them have actually got my vote on them because they're too busy flooding their games with microtransactions and loot boxes. And quite frankly, it's a touchy subject for some people. Some people support it, but this is my opinion, and take it with a grain of salt. And that you don't have to like me for my opinion. You don't have to hate me for my opinion. It's my opinion.
Yeah, of course. You're entitled to opinion.
I respect your opinion. You respect mine.
Yeah.
But basically, loot boxes in general, they used to be okay. They weren't as intrusive. They didn't destroy the gameplay experience completely. But nowadays, game companies are focusing more on the loot boxes before is the game fun. Is it as fun as it was back in the PlayStation 2 days or the PlayStation 3 days even? The PlayStation 3 days is when it all started with the whole we'll sell you more content thing. But
Yes.
I didn't mind buying downloadable content for a one-up price. But when they put this downloadable content into a box and you buy credits to buy said box and they're telling you might get what you want.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Or they put content in the game. Like Grand Theft Auto 5 for talking about, that was fantastic when it first came at Grand Theft Auto Online. But nowadays it's, well, do you want this? Well, you need to buy said, and said before you can buy this.
Yeah.
You want to upgrade this? Well, you need to buy said, and said before you can upgrade this. And you're thinking, you're just trying to get me to buy shark cards, dude.
Exactly. This is exactly what Dreamcast Guy said in his recent video about DLC and microtransactions rant. These companies that prey on us to go through our wallets and empty our change just to get some cosmetic stuff which doesn't change or alter the gameplay, and you go like, why am I bothering giving you money? I mean, just give me the game at 50 quid and I'm happy.
Yeah.
But Capcom used to do this stuff before. They did it with the Capcom beat 'em up games on the PS3 and Xbox. I remember they locked it behind a paywall, and Angry Joe did this very awesome rant a couple of years ago. He was talking about this as well. Was it Marvel versus Capcom games?
Yeah,
they were very notorious for microtransactions, and I just said I can't support that. But I love Capcom as a company. They are still a great company in my eyes, but there's sometimes when they do strange stuff like, with the Mega Man game, what was it? The Mega Man Legacy Collection. The American audiences got the physical copy, but us poor Brits got the download version, which I'm going like, Capcom, wake up. Where's the physical goods? I mean, I would love to go get an import from America, but it's like $80, and I just go like, and you get the actual 30th anniversary booklet or something like that. I can't remember, but you got a little screen protector. And the only one company I really do still despise to this day is EA. for a good reason, because they are still implementing loot boxes, and the Belgian government have launched a new the new law that prohibits, if you put loot boxes in your games, you get 2 years imprisonment, and you get fined 5,000. I think it's £5,000 or something like that. It could be.
That's for gambling.
Yeah,
in general, and that
the
because
gambling commission. That's it. Yeah,
well, it's the gaming commission, but they've deemed it as gambling.
it is.
But the thing is, gambling's illegal over there. But
Yeah.
see the penalties. The penalties get doubled.
Yes.
Minors are in, if minors are involved,
I
which
know.
they are, because FIFA is for everyone.
Oh man, when I had a FIFA 19 that I bought for the Xbox, no, because I bought the Xbox One S and it came with FIFA 19. I said, "Oh, get away! I don't want to play that." But I instantly traded it in because I said I'm not supporting EA with their microtransactions. I'm not going to swear, obviously, because I want to keep it like clean for obviously.
I know, I'm trying
feeling bibs. That's what I'm going to say. Well, keep it clean.
Just take it this way. See, Jim Sterling. Jim Sterling hit the nail on the head, and that he looked into the companies that are involved in these microtransactions. That these gaming companies go towards a third party and say, "Right, we want to sign up to your program," and then the program basically gives some source code to implement into their games.
Exactly.
So that they can. The slogan is the people that fund these systems, as in the loot box systems and such, the code to make it possible. Turn players into players. That's their slogan.
Yes, I like when you do the quotes. That's so powerful when you do that.
But it's true.
But it is true.
We want to play games to enjoy them. We don't want to. We've already paid enough. When we pay £60 for a game, we expect at least the full game to be on the £60 disc. Or the actual download for the store. We don't want content gated off. Sorry, on you go, man.
No, it's all right. I was just going to say another extra, like Black Ops 4 is the one thing I don't like about. I like the look of the game. Don't get me wrong. I will pay for that game, but I'm not going to pay £100 for it, for a stupid prestige edition, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the problem with Activision. They got greed. EA's the same. Greed. What? How do they keep afloat? They got to pay the publishers. They got to pay the staff. They said their excuse is, production is getting more expensive to produce games. And I say that's a load of crap.
Yeah.
They know that.
This is what brings me on to my other subject, right? See how loot boxes, see how every gaming corporation is doing it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's true.
Companies like Ubisoft and that, I don't believe they want to do it. They're not doing it as hard as other game corporations. They will do eventually. The more other game corporations like EA and that do it and step it up, going to have to step it up and that, because you might know something. That they don't want this. They don't want a basically trail behind competition in that, because if they trail behind the competition and the competition gets even bigger than what they are, I'm talking about 2 times bigger than that, they could go towards Ubisoft, for talking sake, and buy them out.
Yeah.
That, because they're a bigger company. Disney's doing it right now with all the franchises and that. These companies are running scared and that. They're just following the pack so that they can keep up.
Yeah.
So that they're not in a situation where a said company wants to come and buy them out and that. And you know what I'm saying? It's a touchy subject for fans. It's also a touchy subject for corporations. That when they take the flak and that, they didn't want the flak in the first place. Some of them, I'm not saying all of them are greedy, and that, of course, they're a company, they want to make money, and you will get the ones that are greedy, just like Activision, thinking, thumbs up, Activision, you started this. But you'll get a lot of them that will basically think, we just want to make good games, but they need to implement this stuff to keep up with the pack and make as much money as they are, so that they can basically, sorry, I go the long way around for topics and that, sorry.
That's all right.
long story short, so they can keep up with the pack and so that they don't get bought out and layoffs happen and such.
Yeah. Do you remember EA? They were flagged before. They were shot down by Disney because Disney didn't like the way they handled their microtransactions. And that's why they were going to take their license away. And
Battlefront 2 was
yeah,
a real
Battlefront 2.
for Disney.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised the Mickey Mouse Corporation would say that because they are a kid-friendly company and they want to keep their image and they don't want to be associated with a publisher or a developer who basically wants to prey on young minds to empty up to get their parents' credit card and put in this money and go like, no wonder the parents are in debt because they blame the game people who make the game so addictive. And
the thing is, basically, Disney went towards him and says, we're just starting to build up the Star Wars franchise again. Just to build it up, you're tearing it down.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, every company does their bad stuff to weave in their stuff. I think the Ubisoft guy recently was I forgot the name. The dude Review Tech talked about him. I can't remember his name. What's his name? But he was saying he was defending microtransactions, and I was just like going, really? This is a corporate talk saying we want your money and we're going to protect our microtransactions so we can prey on young minds and then and ruin their mental health for life?
Certainly. It's not a couple of people like Review Tech USA, Spawnwave. I don't know if Spawnwave if he's covered it, but I know people like Review Tech USA and a few other people have covered it. Some people in America have actually become in debt from it, and that they've actually for talking sake, there was a story about a boy, a young guy, about 28 or something. I don't know what age he was. So just roughly 28. That's basically legal enough for a bank card and everything. Have your own money. But basically, he had been playing Madden for over a year. And he'd spent over 18,000 US dollars on it.
That's a lot.
that was for Ultimate Team. Now their version of loot boxes. Just as FIFA has Ultimate Team, and basically he said that basically he had a gambling addiction in that, and he got away from gambling, and just as he got away from gambling, games started implementing systems that were just like gambling.
This is what I'm worried about in the future, Robert. You know, if they do this with the PS5 and the next Xbox or whatever that's going to be called, if they're going to keep on doing microtransactions, I don't know about you, I might give up gaming if they keep on doing this because there's something I can't afford. If they do it on single player games, I'd be well pissed. I don't know about you, but you know, we pay our money is in their hands. Just give us a game, we'll play it for you.
Yeah.
I don't really play for online though with consoles. I don't know why, because the Nintendo Switch is better deal for me personally. I don't know about you because you're going to get to play NES games, you know, and they get updated. I mean, what does Sony do? In terms of, I mean, I know you get PlayStation Plus, you get discounts and stuff, which is quite good, as I suppose, in certain aspects. But I'm starting to like now the Xbox. I don't know why. Xbox has a lot of games I want to play, and I will put money towards it. Even though you could play the original Xbox games and Xbox 360s on Xbox One. I mean, Sony. I'm hoping Sony, and fingers crossed, and I'm hoping you're probably going to think the same. Backwards compatibility has to be a thing in the next consoles. If they don't implement PS1, 2, 3, and 4. There's no point buying the console.
Certainly. See, I don't know what happened to Sony. They dropped the ball, man. They came running into the gates with backward compatibility. Obviously, Nintendo done it first, but they out of Microsoft and Sony, they came running gates with backward compatibility. PlayStation 3, you can play your backward compatibility games.
Yes,
and then after the next couple of iterations of the PlayStation 3 that came out, different hard drive sizes and that.
Yeah.
Gone. In the next generation, you think, right, we know Microsoft's going to be doing backwards compatibility. PlayStation's going to come in with backwards compatibility too. No,
Yeah.
they came in with the PlayStation. What's the term?
PlayStation Now service.
PlayStation Now service telling you, oh, it's backwards compatibility. That's our version of backwards compatibility. But then the Xbox something with Games Pass, it's so much better.
I know. I like the fact if you go out, this is what I do now. I go out to charity shops and just go like, oh, Xbox 360 game. Let's see if I can put it in and see if it actually plays. And I bought Halo Reach the other day, and I was so happy to play Halo Reach. That is a really good Halo game. And all it does, it just downloads the 7.5 gigabyte update and it runs. That's what Sony should do. They should use the discs from the PS1 and just, download the update like that and then play. That's all you need to do. Just read the disc.
Sony's getting too cocky right now because of how many PlayStations have sold.
Yeah.
And it's going to bite them in the ass next to fucking step out of the fucking hole that they're in.
Yeah.
That they've dug for themselves. If anything, they're going to dig even deeper next generation if they don't. Because look what happened. Look what happened with Microsoft and that when they announced the new Xbox, the Xbox One.
Yes.
And they were telling you this, that, and that, and everybody just went, well, it looks like I'm buying a PlayStation.
Yeah. Well, both of those competitions have to be equally the same because, I don't know, but the problem is a lot of people just go like one console, stick with it, another console, stick with it. But, I learned recently, why not just own the consoles and you can stop complaining? I mean, from fanboys just, I mean, not complaints from you, obviously. I meant to say for complaints from fanboys.
I hear you, man. I wasn't saying that anything different, man, that you work at fucking,
Yeah.
Basically saying that I was involved in that, I wasn't reading it that way. I was just reading it as you were talking about just in general, everybody.
Yeah.
Basically says, oh, this console's better. Oh, I'm from the PC master race. PCs are better.
Oh, PC peasants. Yeah, they drive me insane.
PC peasants and console peasants, as people would call them, and that. Quite frankly, I don't like to put labels on people. And quite frankly, if you have an opinion, fantastic. If that opinion works for you, fantastic. But don't tell us our opinions are wrong.
Exactly. They always shut us down for, we get attacked by their beliefs of their plastic. They just go like they worship like their god, and I just get a bit going like, what is wrong with these people? I mean, you can have a PC, you can have a PlayStation 4, you can have an Xbox One, you can have a Game Boy, you can have this. I mean, why limit yourself? It just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, the whole point of gaming is you enjoy the games you play on all the consoles, right?
See, the thing is, many people ask the question, why is it that basically we pay for a service on PlayStation in order to play online gaming? And that, again, the reason is because console manufacturers like Sony, Microsoft, and even now Nintendo sees it as a service.
Yes.
And that they see being online as a service and everything.
Yeah.
We understand that as much. Well, the ones that think about it and that they've got to think about it this way: as it's not an open and shut case. Of course, there's going to be people that will argue against me, but I can see it as being a service, and I can see why they're doing it. And that they've got to basically cover their asses and that. Competitors like Steam, for talking sake, they don't have like all sorts of different hidden costs, like how much it costs for the discs to put the games on. All these different hidden costs, and that Steam's server room must be fucking huge. Oh, sorry about my swearing.
No, that's fine.
Must be huge, and Sony has to charge for that service and that, because their server capacity must be minute compared to Steam's.
Yes.
And that.
and that's why they have PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live is to
Mm.
obviously to pay for those servers to keep it up, and obviously stop the outage as well. But then the problem is it happens all the time, doesn't it?
Yeah. See, many people are going to argue, what's Microsoft's excuse? And Microsoft must have hundreds of servers and that, and
Mm,
they can afford new servers if they need them. But my point is, in that Microsoft have so much systems when it comes to PCs, laptops, all the devices all over the internet that uses their PC infrastructure, and that
yes.
all those people need to connect to the servers. All those people need to browse the internet and all this other stuff on their PCs and everything. It,
Mm,
basically, Microsoft they pay fucking they pay probably billions each
mm,
year on their server infrastructure for PCs alone, let alone the Xbox. So in order to make their servers better, and that they're wanting to basically turn it into a service, really, in that,
yeah.
in order to make the Xbox infrastructure better on that. Because if it, the problem, if we're spending enough money here,
Mm,
there's a lot more costs involved in running a business than buying new servers.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
It's not straightforward as people make it out to be. That's my point.
yeah, yeah. It's got to be. I've seen a lot of complaints, especially from Nintendo fans, saying, "Why is my games going to be online now? I'm not paying for this service just to play Splatoon or 2 online."
Mm,
And I was just ready to say to these people, "You knew this was coming. They
yeah.
delayed it 1 year because they were trying to implement it correctly." And I'm glad they delayed it, because if they rushed it, there a lot of people
Mhm.
like myself would have been, "Why, Nintendo? What the heck's going on here?" Don't rush
Nintendo,
these things.
Nintendo with a Nintendo Switch, revolutionary device, fantastic. If you don't own one, got to get one.
Yeah, and I own one. So
Yeah.
guys, go and get a Nintendo Switch. It's Ace for Doom 2016. Have you ever played
Mm.
that?
I,
Um,
I've not played that one yet, no, but
that's the one by Panic Button. They also did the Rocket League games as well, and now they're going to do Doom 2 as well, internal for Nintendo Switch as well. They're a
I've
fantastic
heard that.
company.
I'm gonna need to buy Doom, in fact, for the Switch and then get a go on that. I've never I played Doom before, but it was back in the PlayStation 1 days. You know what I mean?
Oh
It was
yeah.
that type of Doom.
Yeah, I used to
Fantastic.
I used to play that a lot, Doom, and it had a really good soundtrack, didn't it, compared to the PC version? But the PC version is obviously superior, isn't it?
Hmm.
But yeah, the way they did the soundtrack for Doom was so murky and scary
Hmm.
and dark, and I like the fact that it was going like, yeah,
Yeah.
they use these awesome synths just to make the sound so creepy, and it made me scared when I was playing that game, and
Hmm.
that's how it should be. Right, we're gonna move on to the next question. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Right. What kind of content do you make on YouTube? Obviously for your channel.
Well, it's in the title, PlayStation and Nintendo content. But I like to play. I'll elaborate on that further. I like to play action adventure games. I also
Uh-huh.
like to play a few shoot 'em ups from time to time. Uh,
Awesome.
don't think I'm going to be good at playing shoot 'em ups online.
Mm.
I'm not as good with the
All
fast
right.
paced shooting when it comes to fighting with other players online in these
Mm-hmm.
shooting games and that. But play an action adventure game of that online, and I'll probably be fantastic about it. Uh,
Nice.
but action adventure, I like some horror franchise games as well, like Resident Evil and such. They're quite good.
Yeah.
Those all those different genres of games you can expect to see on my channel. Primarily action and adventure, but and I like some indie titles as well, as you've seen Retro do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
I like the one you did. Was it Oxenfree? Is it called?
Oxenfree is fantastic. I highly recommend that game. Uh,
Mm. Yeah, that
that's
that that's a looks a visually beautiful game, and that's on the Nintendo Switch as well, isn't it? Incredible.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't even think Oxenfree is on the PlayStation or Xbox, just on the
Yeah.
Switch, as far as I know. but it's also on Steam. You can
Ah,
you can play it on Steam as well.
do you have an Xbox? I forgot to ask you.
No, I don't.
No, you don't.
My mum has an Xbox 360 in the room. She's barely even used it, but I was telling her I'll help her set it up and that, and she can
Right. Yeah,
use that.
that's a great console. I like the Xbox 360. It's not the first one that came out that had the soldering issue and it bricked their consoles. The Elite version was my favorite because it fixed all the issues from the original console.
Oh, that's her. I didn't have a 360 and that. The red ring sold it for me. I'm thinking, nah, I'm not buying it.
Oh, I remember seeing YouTubers. There was tips about how to cool the thing down. Is get a wet towel and cover the vent thing, and I just went, no, really, don't do that. And yeah, they did weird techniques, and you got to take out the hard drive and put it
Yeah,
back in with a new one. Apparently, it did something. I don't know. It's just
apparently that was just a temporary fix, and eventually you'd red ring of death back again. I heard the GameStop initiating that practice in their stores, buying consoles in like that, and then doing that,
yeah,
and people were basically it caused an uproar because people were taking their consoles back, and they'd been swindled out of money basically because the warranty had ran out.
oh
So,
yeah,
GameStop had to squash that practice. But
uh,
I'm not saying that over in the UK
mm.
that our game corporations are any better than that. They've made fucking dumb mistakes too.
Yeah. So basically, you're playing mostly Nintendo and PlayStation games, and you play Life is Strange recently, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah. Life is Strange. I've still to complete that. Also, Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle and that. I've still to get back onto that as well. The thing is, I've been looking at the last two videos I made of Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle, and I'm thinking, God,
Right.
that's the choppy looking. But when I start playing it
Mm.
again, you should have better quality. Because well, I've I've made sure that my streams are much better now. As you've seen, Retro did, and that you've seen when
Yes.
I started streaming, and that it wasn't the prettiest things to watch. But
Yeah.
my most recent live stream that you take part in,
Mm.
Life is Strange, part 3, I think it was.
Right.
Seen the quality difference yourself?
Yeah, the quality I saw your recent stream was absolutely huge improvement. I remember, what was it? And when you first played Oxenfree, I said I couldn't hear your voice, and you took that feedback on board, and I'm glad
Oh, certainly.
that was really good of you to, because you understood off. Yeah, we were trying to go, I can't hear you, but then we heard you better when you turned up the volume. It's a really
Constructive,
good thing.
constructive criticism. And then I was speaking to Retro Dude in one of my live streams, telling them how I can relate to when people copycat his work. It's
Uh,
not cool. Do not
yes,
copycat
obviously
any.
plagiarize if you guys don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Do not copycat anybody. Gonna get you famous on YouTube. If anything, you may have a spike in popularity at some point, but eventually that's
yeah,
going to dwindle on that because people are going to see you as being well phony. Or
yeah,
if they don't
exactly.
realise you're copying somebody else's work, they're going to see somebody else. Uh,
Yeah,
like that you're copying, and they're going to think, well, that person's just copied them,
yeah,
and eventually you're going to lose subscribers. You're going to bleed subscribers.
yeah,
Be
yeah,
original, do your own stuff,
yeah,
and
exactly.
that
And
brings. Sorry, on you go, man.
sorry, you go first.
And that brings me on to my point. When it comes to constructive criticism, take it on board. Constructive criticism is positive.
Exactly.
Let's see, it's been negative. It's positive.
Yes,
Negative,
exactly.
negative criticism is when somebody tries to attack you
Yeah.
through.
Well, if they give you obviously constructive criticism, that is a positive thing. But
Exactly.
like you said as well, if they throw you swearing and cussing on the sun, then there's no point
Aye.
talking to that person.
If,
You know.
if they're basically telling you, if they're basically criticising you about a game, basically saying that you're shite at the game, you shouldn't be playing the game, that's negative criticism. Don't take that on board. Don't roll over and think that's okay. That isn't okay.
Yeah.
Challenge them in your comments and say, well, if you don't like the content, leave. Don't come
Exactly.
back.
There's plenty of other YouTubers you can go and ruin their lives with.
Yeah. But as Retro did said, if somebody comes to you and says, and they're an experienced YouTuber, like well, more experienced than what I was. Retro did,
Yeah,
basically saying you could have improved your sound quality a bit better when it comes to the commentary. Take that on board and think, right, how can I do that? And
yeah,
Retro Dude was very insightful. He helped me big time with that. He basically said, just turn it up to 40 and basically make sure it's above the gameplay and you'll be sorted, dude.
yeah.
And
Exactly.
I done exactly what he said. First
It's
time.
basically getting enough levels so you can obviously hear yourself talk, and then the gameplay audio's got to be below that, because if it gameplay audio is over there, you're gonna clash, and
Yeah.
that's when you gotta get this this horrible sound effect which goes blag. You know, it just yeah. Is don't ever do that, guys. Always lower the game level here, and then
Yeah.
your voice up here.
Yeah, I realized before I was using the lead,
Yeah.
basically all the volume to come through the heads, well, the lead. Let's just call it lead.
Well, I got good news for you. We've got 3 likes on our talk on the channel now, so that's really good. Thank you guys for this.
Nice one. I've probably got a subscriber as well.
Yeah, dude, you're gonna get more. I got a good feeling about this. All right. Should we move on to? Did I say my thing? What kind of content? Oh, yeah. The kind of content, guys, I create is retro related and sometimes a little bit of modern games. So I just like to play a lot of genres from like computers like Amiga, C64, NES. NES is my all-time favorite console of all time, because NES was the most influential console of all time. The fact the interesting thing about the Nintendo is they disguised it as a toy thing. Not as a video game console, which was really revolutionary of way of marketing the thing. I thought that was an absolute genius on Nintendo. Did you know that? Nintendo, an entertainment system?
You talking about Rob the Robot?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard about that. Obviously, I never had a Nintendo Entertainment System. I was a Sega guy back then, but
Yeah.
it didn't mean I liked either or. I liked both. I liked both companies back then. Just my mum only had enough money to buy me one or the other, so I chose the Sega Mega Drive.
Oh, dude, nice.
People viewing this for America over in the States, as you'll probably have heard for a lot of different other British YouTubers over in the States, the Super Nintendo was more popular over there, but over here in the United Kingdom, most people had a Sega Mega Drive. The majority had the Sega Mega Drive. You still had people buying the Super Nintendo, but because Sega got here first,
Yes.
it's the same in America because Nintendo got there first.
Exactly. Yeah. It was what was it? The market crash of 1983 that happened, isn't it?
Yeah.
When the Atari 2600 was pumping out bad quality control of their games.
See, that's
Nintendo saved us, really.
well, that's the thing. Over here in the United Kingdom, and that we still had quite a few gaming options.
Yes.
Other than just Atari, and that over in America, that was pretty much their only choice. Really was Atari back then.
Yeah. The ColecoVision and all that lot. Yes.
Over here we had I can't remember the names of them, but basically there's a YouTuber that I watched that basically optimized it. What's his name again? Top Hat Gaming Man.
Oh yes, he's the one that exposed CX in a lot of his
Oh,
channels.
I
I wouldn't known about it if he mentioned it. You see?
Oh, it was the first person posting was Pamela Pictures.
Yeah.
Pamela Pictures done an investigative story about them, and that because he'd started realizing this practice, and Top Hat Gaming Man found him, and then you found Top Hat Gaming Man, and it's the same as me. I didn't know Pamela Pictures either. I found it through Top Hat Gaming Man as well.
Yeah.
But their practice is basically buy a game that doesn't even come in a case.
Yes,
Put it in our machine to fix up some of the scratches on the game.
I know.
Buy an aftermarket case, slap it in the aftermarket case,
Yeah,
send it to a printing agency that we also own.
yes,
Print
I know.
a new copy, print a new cover art for the
Mm,
case on standard A4 printing paper.
I know.
Case and sell it for full retail value.
I
Do it.
know. It's actually very, very illegal to do that in this day and age. Do they not
Yeah.
realize that, they'll get sued to the ground and by these companies?
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to be careful.
Nintendo sued Blockbuster, a dying Blockbuster in the States, but I think they were. But in the United Kingdom, Blockbuster died because of Netflix and that. But that's
Yeah.
that's 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 another story. What I'm referring to is they started a game sale. They started renting out games, and that because people kept stealing the game manuals, they decided to print the game manuals and put the prints into the cases. So if they decided to sell the game, they could sell the game as a complete in box.
I know.
And Nintendo sued them. Nintendo was like, "We didn't
Yeah.
give you permission to print our intellectual property." Because
Exactly. That's what the copyright symbol is.
yeah,
It's trademark.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether it's a public copy of a game, but somebody renting it to you. That's breaking intellectual copyright. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes, I know what
It's
you're saying.
breaking
Yeah.
the copyright rule. The
Mm.
same goes same goes for a game manual. Just a picture. You're infringing the intellectual property in that because the manuals are involved in all that copyright stuff, everything.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Right. Let's dive into the next question is, what are your goals for your YouTube channel?
My goals are number one, make it fun.
Yeah.
Make it fun. It's not a business. Uh,
Exactly.
don't treat YouTube as a business. Treat it as a way to maybe get a little extra pocket money.
Mm.
If you want to go down that road, don't treat it as a full blown business. Don't quit school for YouTube. Don't don't quit college. Drop out of college for YouTube and that. Get some prospects about you and that.
Yeah. Spoken
Uh,
like a true legend, like you said now. Exactly.
yeah, treat it as you would a game, a hobby.
Exactly. I know DSP Gaming. I can't believe he's still doing this. He's still begging money off people, saying, "Support my Patreon, support my merch, support this, support that." It's like we're paying for his bills, and I just go like,
Yeah,
"No, come on, guy, get off your ass and
it's
work."
it's okay to set up a Patreon. It's okay to set up a few other things if you're wanting uh, your fans to support you a little. But
Yeah,
don't shove it in their face. People
yeah,
don't like that.
yeah. I mean, obviously, I totally agree with you. If set up the Patreon the right way, like put some goals and give them something back, because then that way
Aye.
you're pleasing the fans. But obviously, don't use Patreon to feed your money in your wallet, which is
Number one, if you're gonna join somebody's Patreon and give them money and that, make sure they're doing it for the right reasons and that.
exactly.
Just look at the Philip DeFranco fiasco that's happened right now. And that,
Oh yes, I know
yeah,
this.
I don't even need to say anything about Philip DeFranco. I don't want to badmouth the guy and everything. I don't know the guy, but
Was that the Better Health service, right?
yeah, all you need to do is just look up Philip DeFranco, Better Help on YouTube.
Yeah.
If you're uneducated about it, you'll soon find out about what I'm talking about. About if you're going to support a
Oh
Patreon, make sure
yeah.
that what you're supporting is what they promised in the first place.
Robert, I gotta tell you something that will really make your ears burn. I watched a lot of videos and they exposed Better Help. They apparently are scammers. They don't
Uh,
say in the contract they actually give you help. There were like two mental health patients said, I didn't get any help. I didn't get any professional help. Why am I paying $60 to $80 and if I'm not getting help? But then I will say to them is just go to your local psychologist. Because if you sign up to NHS service, they'll give you a psychologist for free. Why pay daft money for no service? And I don't like when people get scammed and conned in this day and age.
Thing is, but BetterHelp will still succeed in that, because in the States they get charged for everything from healthcare to actually meeting with psychologists and such. They get charged for that. In the United Kingdom, we've got free NHS, and that's so I can understand why some people would think that BetterHelp is they're paying half the money that they would normally pay. It's a very inviting prospect in that. BetterHelp basically has covered their bases and different people. And number one is this guy, the founder of BetterHelp.
Oh yes.
BetterHelp is just one of the scams involved in. He's been involved in many. He started up one company, and then when people started finding out about it, he shut it down, and then he started up another one. He's been scamming people for ages. Apparently, I can't remember the YouTuber's name, but you're going to get a lot of that for me. But people I don't follow, obviously, good reason that I don't know their name, but or kind of quite place them. But anyway, somebody done a background search on this so-called founder, and supposedly he started up things and then shut them down a couple of years later on that, because he's made enough money from it and started up a new one off the money he's made.
Right.
And Philip DeFranco, as I said, just look him up. But there's only one thing I'm going to say about this is the funding for his Patreon was for a news network, an independent news network that basically doesn't try to push his agenda on you to make you think like he thinks. It was to basically give you the information to come to a conclusion yourself, literally. Then it went from that to being a subscription service, and that where he's providing a service and that he's going to give you like one or two videos every so often or whatever else, and that, and he's going to basically provide you with merchandise and that and everything. It's a service, and that it's not an independent news network anymore. It's a service. Then it went from that to him being exposed with BetterHelp, that primarily his ad agency that was plumbed into every other YouTube content creator's referral links for BetterHelp. He was getting a cut for that. Boogie 299A or whatever. I can't remember.
They got paid apparently what, $2,000 for the sponsorship deal, didn't they? Is that right?
I don't know.
That's what I heard, apparently.
Probably so, but Boogie and all these other ones were getting scammed, as well as the Patreon backers. He basically turned a Patreon. It was meant to be for an independent news network to creating an ad agency. And people would fund an independent news network for YouTube news. But if you tell people, I'm wanting you to fund my Patreon and that, because I want to start up an ad agency, no one likes ads. So no one support you if you're saying you're wanting to set up an ad agency. They're not going to get into that. That's for your game.
Yeah, I know. Especially with YouTube ads, you know, they showed different ads. I saw one YouTuber that they had a perfect ad as it was Nintendo, because it was Nintendo related. I'm glad YouTube's getting better now with their ad system, because that's the whole point, you know. But apparently they changed their policy, was it last year, isn't it? They were saying like you had to get to 1,000 subs, which is very difficult for a lot of people to get up to. I mean, I'm not expecting to get 1,000 subs. I mean, I don't dream about that sort of thing. I just want to make the content and make people happy. That's the basis about my philosophy.
The thing is, and I think it's a bit of a pain in the arse, really, that YouTube's done this. But the thing is,
Mm.
Before this is the way YouTube operated. Before me and you were content creators, let's put it that way. This is the way YouTube operated. This is the way Review Tech USA had to get into the program. He had to basically meet certain criteria to get into
Yes.
the program. Back when he done it, and I can understand where Review Tech US is coming from. There's some points I don't agree with when he's making these videos. That some of the time, sometimes I feel as if it can be a bit hard ass sometimes for
Yeah.
no reason. But at the same point in time, I still watch him because I find his content enjoyable at the most part.
Yeah. I unsubbed to him a long time ago. I just found his content is starting to get stale, to be honest, with
It,
me.
it is a bit. I will admit that there's some days where I do tune out in that, but I do like some of his content. I'm not saying the guy is one of the best, but
Yeah.
he's not one of the worst either. I've seen worse people,
Yeah.
but he made a point, and I really started to think about it and that, and I was angry about it at first, but then I thought, well, he's right in that you can't expect
Mm.
it. Can't expect to have everything handed to you on a silver platter. It doesn't work that way in the real world. So why should it be any different online?
Then that's
On,
what
on
e-begging is, kids and boys and girls.
what's that?
E-begging.
E-begging?
Yeah.
Yeah, e-begging. I don't stand for that and everything. It goes to the same point as basically my stance on copycat and that. You're not going to get anywhere if you're basically begging people for
Mm.
sub for sub, or
Yeah.
basically begging people for to basically join your Patreon or comment and subscribe.
Exactly.
If people want to comment and subscribe, they're going to do it. If people are wanting to sub to you, they'll do it.
Yeah.
Let people sub to you because they like your content. Don't let people sub to you because you're begging them or you're promising them uh,
Yeah.
a giveaway
Mm.
for the amount of comments, or a giveaway for, oh, this is my favorite one, like and share,
Yes.
and you're entered into the giveaway.
Yeah, that's one of my future goals as well. I like to do like something like a giveaway as well, but I need to know about the rules, how to do it, because if there are
Yeah,
rules in place for that, it's sort of like what it's very similar to gambling, isn't it? But you got to do it in a
yeah.
way it's not. Um, I don't know how to do it because I never done that before.
The, the thing, the thing is, see the like and share thing, and you're entered into the giveaway.
Yeah,
That's complete bogus. That nobody's gonna know exactly who's liked their videos, or
I know that, but there's so many people out there could like the
it,
video. How do you give out the prize to them?
it doesn't come up in the notification thing who's liked your video and that, and
Yeah,
even at that, you can't exactly put all the names of the people that's liked your video and a random well, you probably could, but it would take ages and that. Oh,
yeah,
for talking sake, there's a number of different websites on the internet that where you can basically put in your channel name and everything, or
Oh,
a
oh, here's
URL of the video.
yeah, here's a good idea actually. Why not make a short video and just say, I'm going to be announcing a competition. Would you like to enter? Follow me on Twitter or something like that, and then answer one of these cool questions or something like that, and then pick one of those persons from Twitter and then send them a prize to them. It's probably easiest
See,
thing to do, I think.
you could, but
But then
it's
how it would
already
work?
it's already solved, really, because as I'm stating, there's websites out there where you can go onto the website, put in the video title, the URL of the video, and
Yeah,
that, and this random generator will go through all the comments in the video,
yeah.
and that
Oh,
will
hmm,
stop at one, and
hmm,
that's who you give the giveaway to. It's
yeah.
unbiased then.
Oh, I just got to say hi to Green Rocket Gaming. Hello,
That's right.
Green Rocket Gaming. How you doing, buddy? Sorry, I was just looking at the chat. And he says hello to me. So hi back. One of my goals I would like to share with you is I'm actually thinking about starting like an animation thing I want to do because I like the idea of doing a Game Boy review. But if I can find like an animator to make my Game Boy avatar thing kind of thing, make the Game Boy, like the green screen, and I could do a review like the Game Boy
Yeah.
did, and I can go like, here's the game, and this is what you're gonna get. I just like the idea of that, you know, like a little short video reviews, but done really well in animation. Because that's one of my biggest things I love is animation. For me, I grew up with Disney and Beatles, the Other Submarine, all that. Of course, Akira and all the other great cartoon shows. They are really influenced my art. So that's how I came to be. I was an artist before, but now I'm an artist on YouTube as well. So it's like you got to create a canvas, and this is your picture frame for the audience to see. Does that make sense?
No, I hear you, bud. I hear you. Like, yeah, we all have our interests in life. You know what I mean? And if you have interests, pursue them.
Yeah. Oh, Green Rocket says, Gaming says, I have a question for Nintendo. Yeah, do you want to fire away Green Rocket Gaming for a question?
Go ahead.
How did you find retro? Oh yeah, you could say this again if you want to.
How I found retro was one. I went to Game. I purchased a game from a Game. That's the equivalent of for people in America. That's the equivalent of GameStop in the United States, here in the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
But I went to Game and they asked me, would you like to sign up for the Game Elite program? And I said, I've heard of that. I've heard it's meant to be quite good in that because I seen a couple of things on basically their website about how much you're getting back and everything. So I liked what I looked at. Sorry, I'm stumbling with my words.
No, that's okay. Don't worry. Take your time.
But basically, long story short, they says, would you like to sign up? I said yes. And then I came home and I thought, well, I'd like to go into YouTube to see if another person's talking about this Game Elite, to see basically what their views are on it, if it's similar to mine, or if they have any views that I haven't even thought of. So I found Retro Dude's channel. Retro Dude was the only person in the whole of YouTube that was talking about Game Elite at the time, as far as I know. I don't know if anybody else has started talking about it now, but Retro Dude was the first one, as far as I can tell, was talking about it.
Yeah, because I signed up as well, and they exactly said the same thing that you said. And they said, do you know what? You sign up for 36 quid a year, you get special offers, and you get 4% back, if I remember. I think one time they said 8% back on trade-ins. Is that right? I can't remember.
I think so,
Yeah, it was 8% on trade-ins, 4% back on your purchases. But all right, it's not that much, but you forgot to think about it, guys. You got to spend more money to get more money back. I bought the Starlink battleship thing, and at 24.99, I got 9 quid back. So I'm a very happy guy. So if I keep spending a game, I'll probably get like say 20 quid back in the end of the month, which is awesome.
I saved up over hundreds of pounds in Game Elite in that because I'd purchased so much stuff. But the thing is, many people automatically assume, right, join a membership program like this is just to get you to spend more money. The bottom line is, I didn't spend any more money than I was than I wasn't willing to spend. I would still purchase these things, to get nothing back. Getting over 100 quid back in Game Elite reward points for the stuff that I would have purchased anyway. That's a bonus.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry,
it stacks up. It does stack up. If you're buying games all the time, then it's a must-have.
Oh
in
yeah,
the United Kingdom. And the thing is, Game has a promise, and their promise is you've got a free reward card by Game, and then you've got the Game Elite.
Yeah.
But the Game Elite promise is if you do not spend enough money at the end of the year to get 36 quid's worth of reward points back, they'll pay you the difference. So you want to conduit of money, basically. They'll basically give you the difference back.
Really? Oh wow, that's new to me. Oh, that's interesting. So you basically spend 36 quid a year. If you don't basically use it, you get some form of money back. Is that right?
Supposedly, you'll get reward points back put onto the card.
Oh yeah, then it adds up to money. Yeah, cool.
That equates to what you haven't managed to achieve.
Oh, okay. Because I spoke to Game. They said they were going to do a direct debit thing with the Game Elite, but they scrapped it now. They said it because people don't like the idea of direct debits, and I said I totally agree because you got to make sure you have enough money in your account to pay for it. I prefer the year thing because you know what you're going to get in a whole year, and then you got to renew at the end. And I like
I'm,
the idea of doing that.
I understand that people don't like the idea of direct debits, but the thing is, see me,
Yeah,
my game elite ran out in that, and it was 4 months before I'd realised my game elite ran out.
yeah,
I went into the game, they set me back up, and I still had everything that I had before. And that because the points don't expire until every 2 years. And
mhm,
and as long as you basically do something as simple as go into game and say to them, I'd like to look up my points balance, and
yes,
that resets it for the further 2 years. So
yeah,
you can keep saving. So for talking sake, you could start Game Elite on a console generation
mm,
launch, and then the time the next console generation rolls around, you've got enough money saved up in your Game Elite where you can just walk into the game, pick up
yeah,
the console, pay half your reward points, and walk back out.
yeah. And it's good for getting discounts off your next game purchase, which I like the idea of. You
Give
don't
me,
see HMV do that, do you?
yeah, give me a second.
Yeah, sure.
I recently purchased this.
Oh, a new mouse. Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
look at the
That is
price of it.
sexy. Oh wow. Oh yeah,
I
I
was,
got it. I got to get a new mouse as well.
yeah,
Mine. This is what I have to work with. It's crap. It's Logitech.
yeah, I'm still using that. Didn't have nothing this out the box. But I basically got this for game. PC World is wanting for the exact same mouse, £45.
45 quid.
Yeah,
And
I
you got
got
it
it
for
for,
14.99. That is a bargain, man.
but I didn't pay cash for this.
Oh, did you
I
use the points to get it
Yeah,
for free?
I walked in, picked it up, and the guy asked me, would you like to just purchase this with your Game Elite points?" And I said yes. So
Yeah, of
I
course.
literally just walked in, paid Game Elite points, didn't have to hand over any cash and walk back out with it. It just
Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it?
I felt as if I'd walked in and just walked out with something for free.
I know it feels weird, you know, you're giving your points and you go like, why am I taking this out of the shop? But you
Exactly.
know, that's how they make their business and that's how they make the money. And I reckon what Game Elite will happen is they'll see if more people jump on board this service, they'll probably will hike it up a little bit, maybe
Yeah.
when the market gets better with the shares and stuff. But I would like to see like maybe say 5 or 6% back on your purchases would be nice. But then we can dream, I suppose.
Yeah. See, I understand why games doing it. Just recently, Game Center shut down. They went into liquidation.
Yeah, they were losing money.
Game Center were hemorrhaging money because of digital downloads. Digital downloads, as well as game being far more popular, destroyed them.
Yes.
So Game implemented this system because, well, as well as being a game retailer on that, they're
Mhm.
basically need to find new ways to accumulate the money lost through digital sales, and Game Elite is that for them. Even
Mm.
though they're giving back money, the way a reward scheme works out is being a loyal customer allows you to basically get perks. The thing is,
Mm.
they don't give you enough perks that destroys a company, and
Yes.
that's exactly it. They can't.
Mm.
They're still making a lot more money than they would have done without the game elite reward program.
There was a game reward system that was like you said, but they didn't implement it. Oh, what was that? Is that a pet? Oh,
That's
sorry.
that's my dog.
Oh, you have a dog.
Aye,
Oh, what kind
he's
of
right,
dog is it?
he's right there behind me.
Hello,
Uh,
doggy. Hello. I love dogs. I do.
Give me
He's gonna say hello to the people on YouTube. Say hello, hello. Oh,
yeah,
oh,
I know.
oh, what a nice dog. What's his
Yeah,
name?
she's Minnie. Her name's Minnie.
Minnie. Oh, like a Mickey Mouse girlfriend, Minnie.
Yeah, it was my niece. Well, it was my niece that named her. Oh, sorry, hen.
Oh, that was adorable.
Aye.
Okay, right. Who are your favorite YouTubers that you like on YouTube?
Uh, Well, my favourite YouTubers that I like on YouTube. Well, I never met you first, but you're one of them.
Okay, that's cool. So
Uh,
how about yeah, I'll let you go. Yeah.
um, I'd say second would have to be. Uh, I don't know, so many,
I know.
but
So much to choose.
probably RGT85.
Yeah, that's my favorite as well.
Yeah. Uh, I like Dreamcast guy
Same here.
and Spawn Wave Media.
Same here. Oh man, we like both. Oh, man, we like this three same guys. That's great. That's pretty good. I like Dreamcast guy for his awesome rants, and I like Spawnway Media for his awesome news. He does very good teardowns of the hardware, which I find
Yeah.
really deeply entertaining. And I like the one when he got the PS4 Pro and he used the hammer and he smacked it across, and then it went flying off the table. Did you see that one? It was so
Yeah.
funny.
I like Spawn with skits where it makes it destroying good hardware with his no.
Yeah, he just went boom, and then he should have put like a counter and sound effect, like boing. That I would have been like creasing laughter if he ever did that.
Everybody
I
has
like
their own style, but
yeah, I like Angry Video Game Nerd, obviously Sin and Massacre because you know that. Who else? I like Heavy Video Game Pixel. I forgot the name, but he does this on his thumbnail.
mm,
He's the one that really showed me about how At Games is getting worse, and apparently At Games has blocked him now. Heavy Pixel, I think, yeah, it must be. He was reviewing their product, and John Hancock got a different product compared to the other
mhm.
guy, and I felt sorry for him because the one that Heavy Pixel got the inferior version, which was
Yeah,
do you know
Walmart
about that? The
exclusive.
blast thing from
Walmart,
At Games.
the Walmart exclusive that has the
Yeah.
console inferior versions, whereas the
Yes.
one there also John Hancock got had the arcade.
I know.
uh,
Yeah, and it was. I'm surprised. I feel sorry for the dude, and he said, I'm no lawyer, but they should have been sued. And I totally agree with him
Yeah,
because the box image is supposed to be the box image that plays those games. If you're going to mislead the customer, then don't buy the product. Just
I'm not.
buy a Retro Freak or an Analog NT. That's all you need to get. Don't get the Blast thing. It's crap.
It's false advertising for one, and what I've learned in the States, you do not want to false advertise something because in the States they're known for the public's known for suing you. In the United Kingdom,
Yeah.
it'd probably get flung out of court, something like
Yeah.
that, because it's not as minor it's not as minor to the law as
Mm.
more serious crimes, uh,
Mm.
and such, but in America, and that you can sue anybody for anything pretty much. And that as far as I've looked into it, and
Yeah.
that and basically in America, that's where at games that really they do business in America. Literally, they're an American company, so.
Mm.
Quite frankly, anybody that buys a Walmart exclusive, you should probably do a case there. You should probably take them to court. You should probably
Yeah.
take them to
Yeah.
court for false advertising. Because literally they need to advertise what's on the box and that, and there may be a loophole there because quite a few loopholes in that. Even though they're advertising inferior versions, it's the same game. That's the way that was probably going to look at it. That's probably the loophole that they're
Yeah,
not
yeah,
seeing.
yeah, yeah. I remember I bought the Retron 5, but like a couple of years ago, and the Hyperkin are a crap company.
Mm.
I don't know how they keep releasing these inferior products. When I had the Retron 5, it
Yeah.
broke on me. I tried to system reset, it didn't work. I tried to put the new updates, it just crashed on me. And it used to do this weird glitch, if you put in a cartridge, it would do this spastic effect of going,
Yeah.
cursor will go like mental. It looked like a ADHD on a console steroids. That's what
Mm.
it was. And I just I just threw it in the dump because, as I said, it's broken. I can't fix it.
here's a fantastic experience with an Act Games console that
Yeah,
what do you call him? Review Tech USA made a video on. He was doing
yeah,
he was doing a let's play on Twitch
yeah.
TV. Is the Twitch TV channel. He was doing a
Uh-huh.
let's play of Castlevania on the Act Games Sega Mega Drive console.
Oh, the one with the furious sound chip. It
Yeah,
doesn't sound like the original version.
he was playing through it. He got to the final boss in the entire game,
Yeah.
and then his character just disappeared.
Oh
He could
yeah,
still play the game. He couldn't see his character to fight with the boss. How was he meant to complete it?
yeah.
And that
Yeah.
went and
Yeah.
that went through.
Mm.
Fucking supposedly that went through quality assurance.
Okay. I just gotta go get something. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, I got this awesome emulation console. This is called the Retro Freak.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool. So it plays Game Boy games, Game Boy Color games, GBA, PC Engine, NES. That's the adapter you get with it if you buy it. And you play Famicom in the front if you take this off, which is annoying.
Yeah,
So Famicom, Mega Drive, and
nice.
Super Nintendo. And it plays Famicom games, which is great. So if I go to Japan, I can buy their games and it will actually work on this thing, which is a great thing.
Nice.
And you can play Sega Master System game if you get the Master System converter for Sega Mega Drive, of course. That works beautifully. I've actually played a lot of live streams using this, guys. It's a great emulation console, so I would get this over the Retron 5. The Retron 5 is garbage, but this is the best for emulation purposes.
What I liked about the Nintendo Switch reveal was when they said no longer region lock. I was like, fantastic. Region locking's a thing of the past with Nintendo console. Well, I hope so.
Yeah, the Retron 5 was garbage. You know, when you put it in the cartridge, it had a death grip, you know, and you had to go, it's annoying. It's not as bad on the Retro Freak. It only takes a little nudge and it comes out easy, so it's still great. Okay, so let me just check my question. Oh, my favorite YouTubers is basically the similar as what you said, and Beginning Nerd and Heavy Metal Pixel, Heavy Metal Jesus Rocks. I think Jesus Rocks.
Metal Jesus Rocks.
I really like that guy. And what's the other one?
Wood for beat 'em ups.
Yes. I like video game chasers as well. They are really funny, but the way they do their videos, they're so funny. They're not very intelligent people, but that's the entertainment value when you watch them. They're not meant to be smooth or smart people, but I like the fact when they go out in America and they find these games, they're rare games like NES stuff. It really gets me excited, you know, when you watch it, you know, like you found the Holy Grail, like the little Samson game. I want to get that still.
What annoys me is when people attack them. You're the reason video games are inflating in price. No, the reason video games are inflating in price is because people are getting greedy. People are thinking, right, everybody else is selling this game for 200 quid. I'm going to sell it for 200 quid. And then you get another one coming about saying, they're all selling for 200 quid. I'm going to sell mine for 250.
I know. They don't check on pricecharter.com.
Yeah.
That's the real site for money value of your games. Don't trust eBay prices.
But then people come back to the YouTubers and attack them because, well, they can. You're the reason this inflated in price because obviously when somebody talks about something and then somebody else talks about it and then it causes a domino effect in that. People that are selling these games that have got them and that are going to think, well, they've talked about them. The demand's going to skyrocket for them. Let's skyrocket the price. That's why a lot of games are cheap before they're talked about, skyrocket in price after they're talked about. Because for talking's sake, the scalpers realise that they're onto something when that happens.
Yeah. Oh, scalpers are the worst.
Yeah.
Remember the NES Mini when that came out?
Oh, that was hell.
that was hell. Like I saw one for 3 grand, 5 grand, 9 grand, 23 grand. I mean, where the hell did they get 23 grand for like a 60 pound console? Is just absolutely stupid. I don't know.
Pokemon Go Fest was a shit show when it first started. And that
Yeah.
because, well, I don't know if you heard, nobody could actually play the game that when they went to the meetup because Niantic servers
Oh yeah.
had crashed too much because of the amount of people in the one place. Well,
Mm.
a year later, Pokemon Go Fest 2018, again, before it even started, it failed. Everybody had bought the tickets up, and that people that really wanted to go couldn't go, and that they couldn't even get onto the site because supposedly bots had gone to the site because they'd realised this after they went onto YouTube. People were selling the tickets for 200, 300 quid a ticket, and the tickets cost £20 each. Well, £20 UK pounds each.
Yes, yes, exactly. Oh man.
I don't know how
Okay.
they get away with it, man.
Yeah, I know. What can we do? Oh, hello, Bon Connell says hi. Hello.
Oh, welcome to the stream.
Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, we're talking about a YouTuber here who I'm talking to right now. He's called Nintendo Playstation, and he's got a YouTube channel. And yeah, I got my next question for you: is what is your top 5 games of all time, in your personal opinion?
Top 5 games of all time. Well, Sonic the Hedgehog. I'll start in chronological order from the PlayStation up from the Sega Mega Drive upwards.
Excellent stuff. Let's hear it.
Sonic the Hedgehog. It's got to be. I like them all, but favorite one out of Sonic the Hedgehog has got to be
There's loads of them, isn't there?
between Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and Sonic and Knuckles. And that
Lovely.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2 allowed you to what's spin dash for the first time.
Yeah. Oh, Sonic 2, wasn't it?
Yeah, and Sonic and Knuckles introduced you as well. Sonic 2 introduced you a new character, Tails, that could fly. But
Yeah.
Sonic and Knuckles allowed you, finally introduced you to being able to
Mm,
play as a specific character. As far as I can remember, they could play the full game as a specific character. I don't think you could do that in Sonic 2. I don't think. But
right.
I might be wrong. We probably could have done it with Tails.
Mm.
Moving on, the Nintendo 64, pretty much the only game I had for the Nintendo 64, Mario 64.
Oh, wow.
Fantastic.
That's a
Fantastic.
fantastic game. Yeah, very good. So,
Uh,
so that was your three of them, was it?
that's two of them so far.
Sorry, 2 of them. Yeah.
Sonic and Knuckles and Sonic 2 were
Yeah.
basically joint decision. I couldn't choose between them both.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
cool.
my third one would have to be Spyro the Dragon for
Oh, excellent.
the original PlayStation.
Oh, so you're gonna get the reboot that because have
Yeah,
you got the reboot yet? Is it out yet? Do you know?
no,
Was
it's
it in
come out yet.
November?
It's out in another 20 odd days or something like that.
Oh yeah, it's a November release, isn't it? Oh,
It's out 3 days before Pokemon Let's Go.
oh yeah.
I'm gonna be streaming both those games on my channel, Spyro the Dragon,
Oh, cool. I'm
and,
definitely gonna check that out.
and Pokemon Let's Go.
Oh yes, yes, yes. I'm really dead keen on Pokemon now. I'm falling in love with Pokemon now. I just love the idea of collecting more and training them up, and it's
Oh,
just really good fun.
certainly.
So was that your fourth one?
That's my fourth, and my fifth has got to be. I would say a PlayStation title, but we'll move on from PlayStation to
Okay.
PlayStation 2. Grand
Mm,
Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto, and if I have to choose one of them,
yeah.
it would have to be.
What was the one you showed me before we live streamed? Was it
Would
Grand
have
Theft
to
Auto
be
3, right? Yeah, because you had it. You showed it to me, didn't you? That was sealed, wasn't it? Yeah, I guess you got it.
It'd have to be Grand Theft Auto 3, still in mint condition, factory sealed with PlayStation 2 tear strip.
Oh man, that is so
The,
beautiful to see
the,
that.
the UK box art.
Yeah, that's amazing game. I got that on the I think I got that on the PC. You can get it on Steam now, I think. Yeah, I think you can.
Yeah. You can even buy them in mobile.
Oh yes, of course, and you can get it
You
on
can buy them in
iOS
iOS
and
because
Android.
those were the 10th anniversary editions of the game.
Wow, those are really good top 5 choices. I'm very impressed with your choices, especially Spider the Dragon. That's a really good franchise.
Oh, aye.
Yeah, very good. And Mario 64, I used to adore that game from '96, wasn't it? Oh, that was the first launch
That,
time, wasn't it? That game, wasn't it?
yeah, I think that's got to be the hands down best 3D Mario game today. I like, don't get me wrong, I do like the new Mario game on the Nintendo Switch, Mario Odyssey.
Oh
That
yeah,
Super
that
Mario
game.
Odyssey is fantastic,
It's
but
brilliant game. Yeah,
I don't,
so
I
much
don't,
stuff to find. It's brilliant.
I don't know. I think it's nostalgia talking with Mario 64 is considered, where I think I like Mario 64 better. I think it's just nostalgia talking
Yeah, yeah. We
because
need yeah.
Mario Odyssey is fantastic.
Yeah, we need Super Mario 64 on the Nintendo Switch, right? So
Oh,
Nintendo, get on to that, please.
Nintendo. I don't know. I don't know. I don't care if you have to basically fling out updates onto the bloody thing, but get
Yes,
Nintendo 64 games on the Switch.
yeah. Well, apparently Nintendo's got their they put a trade they filed in what's it called? You know, petition. What if it's called like trademark? No, what is it called? You know, when you put your ideas forward to
I've heard the
a
basic
petition office.
the
That is
trade.
that the one? Petition office.
Yeah,
They apparently got to make the N64 mini. And I'm reckon
yeah.
obviously they're gonna put Super Mario 64 on that, and that'll be instant sell because I'll buy that definitely. I don't know about you.
Yeah, what happens is they update their patents, they renew
Patents, that's it.
the patents at the United States Patents Office.
That's it. Yeah.
Uh, but they also have to basically renew trademarks uh,
Yes.
throughout the globe, and that they need to renew trademarks and before they finalise a product and announce it to the country, to make sure they can get all the trademarks finalised beforehand, and that.
Yeah.
Basically, they file trademarks in Japan, then they file trademarks in the United States, then they file trademarks in the United Kingdom,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah. 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 It's the same
vice
everywhere. They
versa.
have to do the same thing.
They can't just file a trademark and then sell the product and that. They have to file trademarks for all the different territories in the world.
And it also protects their product as well in case someone clones their exact details, and then
Yeah.
Nintendo can sue them for like huge amounts of money. Nintendo are a smart company. They're not as dumb as people think.
The thing is, this is why clone consoles come out in the first place and that, because the copyright expires in that for the actual console itself. But what doesn't expire is the name Nintendo or anything like that. So
Yeah.
these clone consoles come out, and they're allowed to be about, but they can't use anything Nintendo has copyrighted. Like they still hold the copyrights to, like
Yes.
parts that are put into the actual not the parts, but the operating system, for talking sake, or their name, and that they can't call it a certain name.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It's a bit funny. So, some trademarks run out for certain things and that, and they don't see the point in renewing them until a certain time comes about.
Mm.
Uh, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a bit funny, trademarks and that.
Yeah.
I've probably got a bit of that a bit of
Mm.
that wrong, but I've done a wee bit of research on trademarks. I've not done completely a lot, but as far as my knowledge goes,
Mm.
it's partly right.
Yeah, because you have a business, don't you? Do you want to tell the people in the audience what your business is about?
Well, I don't have it yet.
Well, oh no, yeah, you were saying
I'm
you're working on it still, aren't you?
I'm still working on it. I need to save up money first and that, and that's going good right now. I set up an ISA and everything, which is a account here in the UK. I've started saving up some of the money that I'm getting in that every 2 weeks that I get money.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm wanting to go into sublimation. Sublimation is taking a blank T-shirt, slapping
Yeah.
a design on it, selling it. Taking a blank slate, slapping a family photo on it, selling
Yeah.
it. Buying a blank jigsaw puzzle, slapping a design on it, selling it.
Exactly.
Mobile phone cases, jigsaw puzzles, T-shirts, hats, cups, mugs.
Massive merch, basically.
You can sell all of that. See how you've got got websites where YouTubers go to basically make up their merch and sell it.
Yes.
That's the type of company I want to make. I don't know if I would go into mainstream where I'm actually taking in orders on the internet, but I'd probably get to that stage maybe eventually if I decide to go down that path. But it's basically buying stuff in cheap, slapping the design on it, and because you're putting the labour in and slapping the design on it, then you decide on what the markup's going to be
Yes.
for profit wise. And if people want to buy it, they'll buy it.
Obviously, yeah.
You have to think fairly, but you can't just say, right, I've put this design on it. That's a work of art. I'm going to sell that. Say you buy a T-shirt for £10 and
Yeah.
supplies cost you about £5. You can't exactly say, right, that's a work of art. I'm going to sell that one T-shirt for £100 because nobody's
Yeah.
going to buy that. You're ripping them off.
Do you think you because you have a YouTube channel, would you like to sell your t-shirts through your YouTube channel maybe? That'd probably
I'd
be a good idea for you, I
I'd
think.
probably I'd probably get into a few deals with some YouTubers. Where basically,
Yeah,
I'll
for sponsorship deals.
I'll basically make up merch for them and that, and cut the profits just like what other companies do, and that.
Yeah.
And obviously, well, it's a no-brainer. But obviously, if I'm successful enough, I'd do it for you, man.
Excellent. Really good. Okay, I got my last question for you. If you could date one video game character, who would it be?
Date?
Yeah, date like a video game character.
Oh,
Any of
wow, wow.
them.
I don't know. That's a hard one, really.
Yeah. Shall I start off? Me, Laura Croft, of course. She's
Yeah,
super. She's super intelligent. She's sexy and she's cute. Yes, I like her.
I don't know. Kind of like Jill Valentine for Resident Evil franchise.
Oh yeah, yeah. She's cool. She's very hot,
Uh,
isn't she? Though, especially that tube top she wears in Resident
dead,
Evil 2.
dead badass as well.
Oh yeah, and she could kick a few zombies' teeth in that any day of the week.
Oh, certainly.
Yeah. Okay, that was it for my last question. Have you got any questions for me as well, or shall I go to the comments and just say, guys, in the comment section, if you got any questions for Nintendo PlayStation, mention now, and I'll tell you through when I get the message. Is that okay?
That's fine. Feel free to hit away.
I mean, sorry, have you got any questions that you want to ask me about, or
So, your channel,
yeah?
how was it that you decided whether you wanted to do retro games over modern games?
How did I decide it? Yeah, that's a good question. Because I played a lot of video games when I was very young. I said to myself, I wonder if there's a platform in the future that could actually elevate me to my talents. And when I heard about YouTube, I delayed it a little bit because I didn't want to get into it because I thought it was a scary concept for me exposing myself to the world, and I was a bit worried about playing games. But now I'm doing it now. I really do enjoy it because you get you learn lots of skills from I
Yes.
watched so many other YouTubers, but learning from them how to be a YouTuber. And Jim Rolfe from Angry Video Game Nerd is probably the biggest inspiration for my channel. Without his help, without his reality check, I said to myself, because I just because I had this dream as well back in my old days at school, was like I love to play video games, but I want to share it somehow, and technology wasn't even there yet. But now, what is it? Because YouTube started on a founder apparently was looking for Janet Jackson's video, and he became up that idea of YouTube, which is, do you remember that one? That's apparently how it got started on YouTube.
Mm.
The Super Bowl ad, that's it. Yeah, and I was talking to my friends about, how do I approach this, because I did drama back in the old days, and I said, aha, drama infused with video games could actually make a good entertainment value for the audience. I found it quite scary at first, because I was getting so nervous, and anxiety things that happen to me, and sometimes I get that. But it's natural to have that sort of thing.
Oh, certainly, aye.
Yeah, it was just yeah, but I'm so grateful now. I've met you, and I've met like so many other cool people, even in chat, who are talking now. Is probably the biggest thing, because I find it difficult to make friends around these real life friends, because I feel like I'm trying the best of my ability to talk to them, and there's only so much I can do. But then when I go online, I feel so much better. I actually talk to you, but it would in real life, but it's in through a computer.
Oh, it's not any different to meeting in the street and talking and that. It's obviously we don't we met on the internet,
Yeah,
obviously, and that we didn't know each other in real life before then. But it's not any different to meeting somebody that's a stranger on the street and building a relationship with them.
yeah, exactly. You're right.
We may not be face to face physically in that, but we're face to face when it comes to, well, being in front of our monitors and
Exactly.
of the
Yeah.
video.
It's like going to the pub, but you're doing it through the YouTube app. I know.
Oh, certainly.
That's what it is. I used to have friends before, but then the problem is friends come and go, don't they? And yeah, I
That's
mean,
exactly it.
but
See,
this is life. I
I've had a
mean, did
lot
you feel the same like I said before when you tried to do a YouTube thing?
when I first started doing my YouTube channel and that. I was when I first made my first video on that. It was on the PlayStation. I broadcast it from the PlayStation's own
Yeah.
setup and the console. But
Mm.
I first listened to myself back and I thought, God, I sound dead Scottish. I just thought it was pure weird listening to me back, because what I was listening to on the actual video,
Yeah.
I don't hear it when I'm talking.
Yeah. I remember
Done that.
I went to Edinburgh last couple of years ago. I love that city. It's such an amazing place in Scotland, man. If it was up to me, I'll move there immediately.
Yeah.
I love Edinburgh. It's just great city. So much culture, and the train station is awesome. I like the fact the train station is like a hill, and you go in and it goes.
Yeah,
It's so
that's what
cool.
I mean. I love Paisley.
Oh yes, Robert. I actually went to the whiskey factory in Edinburgh as well. I had a good round the
Aye.
whiskey factory tour, and it was awesome experience. Like malt whiskey, smoke whiskey, and we had a little taster as well, and it was so nice. Oh, it was beautiful in your tongue. Oh, I was like, you could marry that drink. It was just that wonderful.
I hear you, man.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
sorry, but
yeah.
you're probably going to object to this, but no, it's not that I'm drinking a beer on while I'm doing this. It's the fact that
It's okay.
here's my
Ah, there you go. Everyone, there's his special talent right there, opening a bottle with his mouth. No, that's cool. Yeah, I don't mind you drinking. Yeah,
that. No, I'm just stating. See this? This is a good drink. I like this one.
yeah,
Uh,
pepperoni is lovely. Yeah,
Peroni, aye.
I I used to like Guinness, but I don't drink that anymore. It's just disgusting.
Aye.
Too
No,
much iron in it as well.
that last time you viewed my live stream, that I was having a couple of beers as I was doing my live stream and that.
Oh,
But
really? Oh, yes.
what I fun with my live streams is I sit there in silence. Like this,
Oh, okay, yeah. And you
while I'm
just
playing
going
the
like,
game.
go, 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 right?
But when I drink beer, I become social.
Yeah. It's funny thing is, when you drink, it makes you relax. Apparently, calms your
Yeah.
nerves down, doesn't it?
Mm,
It's like cigarette, when you smoke, it calms your nerves. But I don't smoke. I used to,
yeah.
but not anymore. I used to drink, but I don't do it anymore because I
See,
I know what it does to my system if
yeah.
I drink too much.
No, I hear you. I only drink in special occasions and that, and
Oh, it's fine for this special occasion. You're going to get exposure.
definitely. I only drink on special occasions or to be social and that. Obviously, I can be social without drinking that, but obviously, I become more social when I've had a drink. But
Yeah.
I only drink to be social if I'm in an establishment that sells drink. If I'm nowhere near an establishment that sells drink, I'll no drink and that.
Yeah.
If there's drink there, I'll have a wee bottle every once in a while. That's just how I do it. Because as you
Yeah.
said, and that when I was younger, and that I used to drink a lot, and that, and quite frankly, in that I was like, God, I don't want to drink that much, and that because it's going to destroy my body. And it's
Yeah.
the same with cigarettes. I let myself down. I'm back on the cigarettes because my grandpa passed away.
Do you know
Eh,
what I found out? An
But
interesting statistics. Sorry, I found an interesting fact about what alcohol is worse than drugs. Apparently, that's what I've been told.
wouldn't surprise me.
Because
Wouldn't surprise
if you
me.
have depression, you drink, and if you're suicidal, you drink. But you know,
But the thing is, I used to smoke. Marijuana. Uh, I was going to say grass, but I don't know if anybody anywhere else in the world would get that saying. But they probably
yeah,
think I'd be going into my garden to cut the grass and smoke it.
yeah,
But basically, I used to smoke that stuff. I came off at the same time as I supposedly came off fags because I'm back on them now after 2 years I've been after them. Well, 3 years. Well, 2 years, because I've been on this for 3 years. The e-cigarette, fantastic device. I've cut myself down to a 3 milligram level. But anyway,
nice.
apart from that, basically, what was I saying again?
Hmm.
I was basically smoking the grass, as you know, and that. And quite frankly, my opinion was when somebody drinks, a lot of the time they become violent. And that me, I don't. And that,
Yeah,
frankly enough, I get that off my mum's side that I don't become violent. I become emotional sometimes if somebody steps my toes the wrong way. Not a bad
yeah.
thing to have a wee bit of sensitive side in that, to be honest.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah.
it's only human after all. Anybody that says they don't have a sensitive side, they're lying to you. Everybody does. But
Yeah.
anyway, my argument was most times the people that drink in that, a lot of the times where violence ensues, it's because somebody's drunk.
Hmm.
A lot of the times people smoke some of that stuff. They
Yeah.
just want to lounge about and game and talk with their buds.
So it kind of the good thing is you're doing a YouTube channel because you're passionate about it. It's what you like to do, isn't it? To
Yeah.
get away from that sort of thing, isn't it? Like the bad stuff. Well,
I,
it's not really technically bad, but I know. Do you know where I'm coming from?
I know what you're saying. I like to be on YouTube because a lot of waving. I love it.
Sorry, I'm waving to my subscribers. Peace T is saying, "Yo, bro,"
Oh,
and
that's
I'll say, "Yo,
fantastic.
bro, back." How you doing,
Fantastic.
mate? Yeah,
No, but I came onto YouTube because I watched other YouTubers and thought, well, I enjoy watching other YouTubers and that. So other
yeah,
people would probably enjoy watching me playing games and that. And I
yeah,
would I would enjoy the interaction. I would enjoy the basically giving people my 10 cents about games, what I like about certain games, and basically if there's a certain game that people would be interested in that's just come out and that to
yeah,
basically review games and so on and so forth. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Everything that you're doing right now in your channel, I want to get there eventually at some point in that. I've already started with live streams, but
yeah.
uh, reviews and all that, I'd love to do them as well.
Is that the kind of thing you want to do for your channel? Make reviews of games and stuff and talk about, um, like gaming
Mm.
problems in the world and stuff like that for your channel? Because I think I
Aye.
can see you doing that.
And as you said, we could easily set up uh, every so often, we could easily set up a wee thing like this where obviously there's me,
Yeah.
you, others talking
Yeah.
about gaming news and such.
Yeah, guys, in the chat, if you would like to participate in our chats, um, let me know in a message on YouTube, of course. Anytime, we could. It would be nice to like say we could have like what 3 or 4 people in the chat, and including us two. That'd be really cool because then we could
Mhm.
talk about like how Spawnwave does his Spawncast, and and RGA5 is in that. He's always in that talking about it. Oh, the one thing I want to say about the RGD5, he did this really funny response that made me laugh was, with the wrestling game on the Nintendo Switch. It was done by a squirrel. They were made by squirrels, and it's such a garbage
Yeah.
game. Everyone got a huge kick out of laughter, and we should create that sort of similar thing, like video game humor, or video game puns, if you will.
Oh,
I mean, I
certainly.
like this. I like this one. I came up with. I saw this guy the other day and I said "Halo" to him. Get it? Halo to him.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, see, the
uh,
thing is, the way you're conducting this is a bit similar to the way Spawnwave Media does it in Spawncast,
yeah,
where it basically asks other people questions, other people basically give in their 10 cents about certain questions and that, about certain news and everything. And
yeah,
for somebody's talking in the comment section, he'll basically state what the person's saying, uh,
yes,
the participants in the chat and everything. But
yes,
what I have noticed is when I'm talking, it comes up full screen.
yeah.
But
Oh,
then
does it on your TV? Does it?
I on my PlayStation, is it coming up different for you?
It's coming up the same. Yeah, on my smartphone, it's doing it full screen. Yeah,
But basically the way it happens in Spawncast, see the way we can see it in
yeah,
Hangouts, that's the way it shows up on Spawncast. And whenever
uh-huh.
somebody talks, small screen goes to basically enlarge their screen.
Yes, that's right.
I I don't know how that works in that. It's our first time using the software, you know what I mean? Me and you.
Yeah, I
And
got good. I got good news for you, dude. We had 7 watches so far. That's really been the best stream. Yeah, it's really been
not
positive.
bad. Not bad.
Not bad. Still got 6. That's good.
Oh, that's fantastic, aye.
Yeah.
Uh,
Would you do this on your channel, like Google Hangouts, if you wanted to?
I would, aye.
Mm. And then you could send me an invite, and I can come into your chat. Because that way, that'd be good. Because then your video will be on your channel too, as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
Because
certainly,
it
man.
obviously will be saved on my channel. But it's a shame I can't send it to you because I don't know. Can I send it? Oh yes, I can. I can download the video and then I can send it to you as an email
Yeah.
through what's it called? There's an app you can use. You can send large files. I forgot what it's called,
Mm.
but I can send that to you, and then you
There's
can upload
also
that on your channel if you want to.
there's also a program called numerous programs where it downloads YouTube videos. You basically give it the URL that you want to download the video from,
Yeah,
and other people can download your videos without your consent. That's another bloody thing. If you're going to download somebody else's videos without their consent, get their consent before you upload
yeah. I
your
mean,
video.
I'm talking to you now. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you want me to do that, it's up
But
to you.
some people download certain videos in that,
Yeah.
and then they upload on their channel without putting any constructive
Oh, the fair use thing. Yes.
stuff into it and that, and
Mm,
don't get the person's consent to do this. They just think it'd be fun to share
yeah. Exactly.
on their
Yeah.
channel.
Whew. Oh, how long have we done this? We must have done this for 2 hours now. At
Oh,
what time did we start? Was it 7 o'clock, wasn't it?
7, aye.
Yeah, and now it's 9 o'clock. So that's 2 hours.
That's
Wow.
6, man.
This has been a very good
Alive.
2 hours. Thank you for coming on here. It's been awesome. I don't
That's
know
good
how
too,
long
man.
do you want to talk to, or like what, 9:30 or 10 o'clock? It's up to you.
If you want, man, I'm happy enough talking away and that. I like to talk.
Yeah. Okay. Should we say for like I don't know. Yeah, it's quite long. Been talking quite a long time, haven't we? I don't know what else we could talk about. What else can we talk about on the gaming culture that hasn't been said, of course.
There's plenty of things we could talk about when it comes to gaming. Talk about we talked about loot boxes, our stance on
Yes.
that. We talked about
Hmm.
the,
Uh,
there is quite a few more things we could talk about when it comes to games, but I'm trying to.
yes. What did you watch a different YouTube video that you thought, oh, this is really interesting? Um, like that caught your attention. Does that make sense? I've seen a lot of videos
So,
recently about dating is getting more difficult now because
yeah.
I saw the video today with one girl talking about, everyone's creating expectations for dates, and I said
Mm,
that's bad. You don't put expectations on. I mean, if you're dreaming like a beautiful blonde and she comes
yeah.
walking your arms, that's expectations. That's dangerous because you're expecting. Lots of people just need to go out and just
Oh,
go and find the girl, not be
yeah.
consulted by dating apps. There's one thing I hate about dating apps that really pisses me off, and I don't care. I mean, I'm entitled to a little swear,
Mhm.
but what annoys me is, when you get the app that says free, but it's not really free, it's actually
Yeah.
got a paywall behind that free app.
Yeah. It's
And I
got
just say no, I delete
it's,
it straight away.
it's got a paywall behind the membership. The membership is free.
Yeah, and they usually Photoshop those girls from Google Images and they put it on their profile, which really pisses me off as well
Yeah.
because they're not being true to themselves.
There's
They're
a lot
hiding
there's
something.
a lot of people that are professional trolls on these dating apps that go on the dating apps to troll you for months on end.
Oh
About,
yeah.
yeah, we can meet up and so on and so forth. A lot of the time,
Mm,
uh, basically people all on these video ones, people all basically video you, not video you, video with you for months on end to
mm,
realize that the person was fake because
yeah.
because they've downloaded a fake webcam fucking thing
Oh
where
yeah.
they but that's they give the site permission to stream that instead of their actual webcam.
Yeah.
You think they're talking to somebody when you're not really.
Yeah, oh, that actually happened to me, dude. I'll tell you the story about this. I actually went on a dating site and I found this girl. She was really nice, petite, very slim and sexy. And I said, "Can we meet up in London?" And then I asked my friend, "Can he come along with me just to make sure she's the real deal?" And I'm glad I asked my friend to come along with me because if I went on my own in London, it would have been a scary experience. But
Mm-hmm.
you got to be so careful who you meet on these dating sites. You never
Oh,
know. This
that,
girl could be the hottest girl on the picture, but then when you see in front of the girl, it's like maybe she's in a wheelchair or maybe she's not the image that you thought she was.
mm,
Deceptive practice like that just makes me really pissed off. I just don't like the idea. I mean, if they're not true to themselves, then they're not being genuine, and if they're not
yeah.
being real, then leave. That's what I said. And apparently the police have told me that she was a sex trafficker, and I just went, really? This girl was talking to me for 2 months, and she played me for a fool. And I said to her, our friendship is over. Goodbye. I just I didn't want to talk to her, and I don't.
Nah, I don't
Yeah, I
blame
mean,
you.
I was fragile in that point. I was really pissed off. I was like, the
Mm,
love of my dreams could have been this long, nice, petite girl who has a really nice personality. And also, you got to be careful, guys. Nigerian scammers are the worst. They are
oh,
they are manipulative bastards. I know it's not technically a swear. Bastard is not. people keep saying bastard is a swear word, but it's not really. Bastard is okay. YouTube, Google allows little cussing.
It isn't. It isn't. It's a grey area. That's why YouTube allows it. It's a grey area. To some countries, it isn't. To some countries, it could be considered that. It depends what way you view it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and I met another girl through a dating app, and she was quite cool, but the problem was, I'm not going to mention her name because in case she's watching, she did say to me like 2 or 3 weeks, Aaron, let's have sex. And I said, why would you want sex when I only knew you for like 2 or 3 weeks? I mean, that seems a bit desperate, don't you think?
Why would you just randomly just jump into it as well instead of sparking a conversation first?
That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to get her to know her better, and she get to know me. But she didn't bother reading about books and stuff. I said, "Oh, can you read? What do you think about this movie character?" And she just tried to avoid my question, and her brain was on sex, 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 sex. This is the problem with our day and age.
There's more to life than that.
I
There's
know
more
companionship and love, isn't it?
more to relationships than that as well. A
Thank you.
relationship isn't built up on just that alone.
I know exactly. You've
That's a
spoken like what you say, and it's true. All relations are about. Why are relations about sex?
that's a fun experience, but it can be an unfun experience if it's pushed on you.
Yeah, I mean, I well, I was just gonna say, why not get to know the girl for like at least 2 or 3 months, and then talk to her about things like that. What would you
Yeah,
like to do? What's your career? I mean, what's your goal? Would you like to have kids? Then yes, think about sex that way. But the problem is, people just think about sex for gain pleasure or revenge. Is a big no-no for me. I hate that
yeah,
because they're using your body for the wrong way, and it's not love. That's just being I don't know what the word is, but I find it's a little bit controversial, and I don't want to talk about it, but a lot of people do talk about it. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, there was a YouTuber that posted a video a while back, and that,
yeah. What was
and
that policy said?
he was basically stating how YouTube basically has one rule for us and
Yes,
another rule for a big corporation like Netflix.
yeah.
If you've seen the trailer for Big Mouth,
Oh, Big Mouth. Oh, I don't like that show. It's just so perverted. It's
yeah,
disgusting. It's
that's
all
what I'm
about
saying.
sex.
Did you see the trailer for that?
Yeah. Oh, it's just
Uh,
basically these demons going like, yeah,
the
go and
one that
screw that person. I know.
no, but the one that's love your body.
Love your body.
Uh, no, that trailer is. If you thought the show
Oh,
was
is
bad
that
enough,
is that the one with the girl that goes like this and she just goes out of the jacket and then boys are
yeah,
instantly attracted to her mountains of joy, basically. Is
yeah, and then she's trying to get her kids to do the same thing.
ah, see this is the problem of our world. I mean, it's a sinful world we live in, isn't it?
Yeah,
Everyone sex is everywhere.
but
You
how
cannot escape from it.
and I automatically I don't have words for it. I automatically go in the same opinion as people in the comment section. How did that get past YouTube's system?
I
Oh,
know,
I'll tell you how. 'Cause Netflix have got money.
I know. They got more money than anybody.
Mm,
They could do what they want. Most of the Netflix shows are pretty average on the whole, be honest. Because I don't know about you, I'm getting tired of Netflix. I think I might go to Amazon Prime now because they got better shows. And
yeah.
Netflix seems to just recycle 80s boring movies that I've seen zillion amount of times already.
Mm.
I mean, where's the new movies? They don't get that many exclusive. Oh, Disney left their platform. Did you remember that? Disney was on Netflix before, but now Disney have their own streaming service.
They're coming up with their own streaming service. Yeah. Disney wants to basically make their own streaming in house. instead of leaving it to a third party. They don't want to be paying a third party any money or whatever else, or basically a third party siphoning cash off for them. They want to basically make it in-house so they're getting 100% profit. Which is quite
Exactly.
right. Which is quite right. If I had an intellectual property, or I had a whole host of intellectual properties that I was streaming to
Yeah.
the platform, and
Mm.
I was looking at the bottom line and thinking, well, I could cut costs here, and I could invest money in this, and
Mm.
make 100%. Oh, that sounds good to me. 100% profit. Yeah, I would
Yeah.
want to make 100% profit on a character that maybe I didn't think up myself, but maybe an employee thought it up in company time.
Mm.
Because if an employee thinks up something in your company time, you own it by law because they thought it up in your time.
Yeah, that's so
That's
true.
that's the way business works. If your employee thinks it up in your time, you own
Mm.
it.
Yeah, sadly, with my workplace, I'm not allowed to talk about what I do at work, you see, because I got
I hear
policy I
that.
have to follow too. And I got to respect the company, haven't I? I mean, I can't,
Certain.
but it's good though. It teaches me to not go about other people because that's quite dangerous. Social media is probably the
I
most
can
dangerous platform on the face of the earth. And I'll tell you why. Because if you talk bad about your boss, you get sacked. If you go and talk about, like what
I
someone
can
did to you and stuff like that, it can get you into a lot of trouble if you're not
I
careful.
can understand from a company standpoint. You have a bad experience at their company. You said bad experience at their company. Their Twitter blows up with people, your fans basically saying "Grr,"
Yeah.
because they think they're defending you when really they're just making it worse for you.
Yes.
And it's not just work related in general
Yeah.
when it comes to the whole work thing. It comes to YouTuber versus YouTuber conflict. That
Yes.
happens in a result of fans thinking that they'll be the white heroes for their for the content creators they like. And
Oh, yeah.
we
Like
we don't need our we don't need heroes jumping to defend us.
yeah. It's true. But you know what I hate about big YouTubers? They lie to their fans. I mean, this is the 110% truth that's coming out of my mouth and yours as well now. Can we agree on that? Because
Oh, certainly.
the problem is with these big YouTubers, they love. Do you know what pisses me off about YouTube? Drama channels. Why do we still have drama channels talking about another dude and another dude and another dude? And it's like back and forth. It's like
Yeah,
EastEnders on crack. That's what it is. People just go like, "Oh, I love drama. I must watch it." I mean, why do people still
I
watch
can't.
drama?
A YouTuber said, but I can't remember who. There I go again. I can't remember who. But anyway, YouTuber once said, "Drama is not content."
Hmm. Who said that?
I can't remember who. I'd need to go way back and that and go across fucking multiple hundreds of videos that I've watched. I watch videos just like that.
Yeah, like that. Hmm.
But a YouTuber once said, "Drama is not content.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Like
Drama is
Keems.
just drama."
I hate Keemstar. I don't like
Uh,
him. I don't know about you. Keemstar, apparently his channel got banned, but then he came back with a new name, and I went, really? Why is he still around? He's just irrelevant. I don't like him. Nobody likes him. The fact he just, he
yeah,
does this thing. What is it? He talks about other people and he says, you did this, you did that. I just get sick and tired of it. But the reason I like YouTube is gaming. That's why I go into YouTube for, is actually watch people play games,
mm,
talk about gaming history, talk about their favorite pastimes. And in like, when I was 8 years old, I remember picking up a Zelda or something like that. That I love because they're telling a story about their
mm,
pastime. But when the people watch drama channels, I get bored. I just switch off and just go like, it's been done to death, you know?
yeah. See, when it comes to Keemstar, when it comes to people like Keemstar that go banned and then they're back, I think they get banned, then they start a new channel, come back. but I think the reason that is from a web developer standpoint, because I dabble in a wee bit of web design. From a web developer standpoint, I think what YouTube does is they probably block the IP address of the individual. They probably block
Yeah.
the email address of the individual.
Yes.
But the thing is, what they should be doing, because there's such things as VPNs. If you join a VPN, you can get back onto the site, whether it's a blocked IP address or not.
Yeah.
If it's a blocked email account, all you need to do is create a new email account. That's that sorted.
Yeah.
What they need to do is implement voice recognition software into the YouTube algorithm. The
Like how people use their smartphones and they say search up for oh yeah, it's already implemented, isn't it, on YouTube?
No, what they need to do is they need to set up
face recognition ID system.
They need to set it up where the bot that runs YouTube literally understands a person's face in that, and put this person on the bot's blacklist. So if their face shows up,
like a face algorithm ID system. Is that what you're thinking?
The bot knows, right? You shouldn't be on here. Bye bye.
Yeah,
And the same goes. If they find a way around that, I know the way to combat that voice recognition. If they just upload their voice and that, they scan their face. The face isn't there. So
that'll probably happen, I think. Yeah.
They just upload their voice, put their voice onto the bot's blacklist as well. And then the bot will understand their voice and hear their voice through thousands of videos that they've already done through the band account.
Yeah.
Right, you shouldn't be on here. Bye bye.
Yeah, exactly. It's like what they do in pubs, you're on the blacklist. Is that what you're saying? Like if you make a ruckus, obviously, and then you're gonna get banned. It's very similar to that concept, what you're saying, isn't it?
A lot of websites have blacklists where basically all the relevant information is put in their email address, their IP address.
Yeah.
And in this blacklist, you can basically put in website IP addresses as well, with like VPN services. You can put in a full VPN service. But there's going to be one or two or maybe dozens of VPN services that escape your grasp because there's so many of them.
Yeah,
true. Out there, and there's so many of them that come out each year.
Yes.
So you can't get all the VPN services. The fact of the matter is, YouTube probably put the VPN services on a blacklist. Maybe not, because I'm with a VPN service and I can get onto YouTube, no bother with said VPN service.
Oh, is that the one that it will stop them tracking your information? Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, but it's also good if you're out using public Wi-Fi, for talking sake. If you're doing bank
transactions. Yeah, and it blocks advertisement, doesn't it? Is that right?
It's basically if you go and use public Wi-Fi, and that hackers can set up a public Wi-Fi that looks like a hotel Wi-Fi, for talking sake. So you think you're connecting to a safe Wi-Fi when you're not.
Oh, right. They can mask their
It prevents you from that.
Oh, that's scary, man. Jeez.
If you're doing banking outside, you best be sure that you're on a proper Wi-Fi. Otherwise, hackers could literally see what you're typing in. You're typing in your password to your bank account, for talking sake. It comes up with stars on your computer. On their computer, where they're watching the hacking software monitor you.
Yeah.
It comes up showing your actual password. The starred out password on their side isn't starred out.
That's what I like about the Apple iPhone. It's always encryption with the Apple Pay system.
That's what happens. PN, it encrypts your data when it gets sent to the server.
That's it. Yeah, it's spot on. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh man, it's been a good stream. I'm really enjoying this.
Oh, I'm enjoying it too.
And I'm really happy for you. And I'm hopefully after this video goes up, I'm thinking you're going to be a huge superstar no matter what, man. Yeah,
Nah, this is fun, and I'm not expecting to get hundreds of subscribers for this. I'm expecting to get exposure, obviously, but I'm expecting to get subscribers because they enjoy my content.
yeah. So, what's your subscriber count goal? Where would you like to go for your goal level?
Mm, I don't really have a goal when it comes to subscribers right now. My goal mainly would be probably, if I did have a goal, probably I just want to go up right now. I don't
Yeah.
I don't have a number in mind. I just want subscriber count to go up. And
So, I mean, I think your best target, mate, is probably to get 100 subs first.
most of all, I don't want people to subscribe because they feel as if they have to subscribe. I don't want a
Yeah,
subscriber that's going to subscribe, watch one video, then disappear for about 2 years. Then they
yeah,
come back 2 years later and watch another video.
yeah,
I don't mind if people take a wee break from time to time, like for talking sake, they take a month long break because they can't make it because
yeah.
they've got other commitments. I don't mind that, but the no commitment lasts 2 years.
Hmm. Exactly. Yeah.
So
And this is kind of thing
I just want
I
people to
yeah,
enjoy my content.
sorry. Yeah, this is the kind of thing I like to do. If any of you guys are new YouTubers who will really like to get the exposure, come and talk to me about it and we'll do like a Google handout thing, like an interview. I like the idea of doing spinal tactile style interviews, like rockumentaries, but I'm gonna call it YouTubementary. That's my new name. I just came up now. YouTubementary. Like YouTube and then mentary.
Eventually, me and Retro Dude are going to get somewhere in that because we're showing ourselves. We're not putting up a false persona that was
Exactly, it's real.
that was something else. We're not reading for a script like that.
Exactly. I'm not going like reading a script. I'm just speaking from the truth, from the heart. Same thing for you. You're speaking from the heart as well.
Certainly.
That's a great thing. Because that's what people like about YouTube. They're not following lines. I don't I don't mind script work, but the thing is you gotta speak from the heart as well. It just makes it more genuine and more real and organic.
Oh,
As I was
certainly.
basically said in my old videos that I've uploaded about, if you want to be a successful content creator on YouTube, you have to be organic. If you're buying fake views, I hate when people buy fake views. Why bother?
Right, here's something that's good. Talking points. If you need talking points in a video, make up some talking points.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
don't write a full fucking script.
Yeah,
People don't like when they see some eyes dotting around the screen.
yeah, like this. Blah 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 blah, and you get lost in it. And it doesn't. Is the problem with me is I can't match the words when I do the video work. I
Mhm.
find that difficult
Aye,
personally.
that's the thing. If you feel as if you're going to forget about something, just write something down.
That's
Uh,
why. That's
a
why I
wee,
write
a wee,
notes on
a
my
wee,
phone.
a wee phrase that'll help you remember what the topic is that you're talking about in that. Uh, if you're going to forget something in the topic in that, write a phrase down
Yeah,
to the part where you may forget it, and
yeah.
it should hopefully bring it back what you want a tangent about.
Yeah. Oh, I will say one thing. I've finished Spider-Man now on the PS4 and done 100% now.
Oh, nice one, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've only got like one episode left of Life is Strange or something, so
Oh
uh,
man.
I'll probably do that tomorrow.
Oh, do you know what we should do? We should definitely do a Smash Ultimate as well, live stream together,
Oh,
playing the
definitely,
game.
man.
That'd be
Definitely,
brilliant. That'd be epic, and that'll definitely bring in a lot of people.
definitely. See,
uh,
we're gonna need to find a way to get it where it's a double live stream. No, a double live stream,
yeah.
but what I mean is a live stream where the actual game and double webcam at either
Uh,
side.
yeah.
I,
Can that be done though?
that can be done now.
How would it work?
I don't know. I've seen other YouTubers do it, but
Maybe OBS would probably work with something. I don't know.
I've seen Top Hat Game Man do a do the E3 collaboration with somebody that
Oh,
E3.
you know. this
Two,
will this
two
oh
webcams.
yeah, exactly. Top Hat Gaming got DDoS attacked. Sorry,
Oh,
swatted. Swatted, yeah. He got swatted apparently because he was doing some gameplay of live stream and somebody swatted him. Apparently, first time in the UK because it was more common in America to be swatted.
doesn't surprise me. It's the first time in the bloody UK, man.
I know. I mean, why would you swat a a YouTuber? I mean, people have these emotional problems. They
And
get jealous and they just attack them.
in
Why?
America, they live with guns. In America, the Poles walk about with guns, even in the street.
Oh yeah.
In the United Kingdom, and that only the SWAT have guns, and they don't walk
Exactly.
about with them.
Yeah,
SWAT are sitting in a place until they're called.
exactly. And also, it's now in law in America. If you do a SWAT attack, you go straight to jail. Don't.
I don't know how it would work in the United Kingdom. It's never happened before.
Yeah, I know. It's just why do people still do it? I know. And I saw one guy, who was arguing another guy, like on Call of Duty, saying, "I'm going to SWAT you because you didn't win 35 cents." And I just went, "Oh, for goodness sake!
The
Why do
thing
people
is,
take these games so
the
seriously?
thing
Enjoy
is,
those games."
we've been laughing about it here in the United Kingdom because it's never happened before, but it's not a laughing matter.
I know.
To anybody that's watching, if you SWAT, you're a scumbag because the simple fact remains is somebody died from a swatting, and
Yeah.
the person that died wasn't even. It was the wrong person. They weren't
It's.
even they weren't even involved in the argument between two people and that because it was a stranger that got it instead.
I know. I
That's
know.
wrong.
It is wrong, and it costs taxpayers money. That's a waste
Oh,
of money for
definitely, man.
bringing forces out to a house. That's a false call. It's like if you ring, obviously the fire department. Then if there's no fire, then you're gonna get charged. Then
Yeah.
that's what happens, isn't it? Same thing with the police. If you think you have a burglary, you're faking it, then you go straight to jail, whatever. I don't know, but you know what I mean, though. There are
No, I hear
consequences
you,
to
bud.
doing these things. Why
No,
do
there
people
is.
still do it?
Well, people don't realise. Well, they do. But the funny thing is, in that when they're making these calls, do they not think to themselves, "Oh, the police can trace this. The police can trace that."
Exactly. They can trace
And
anything they want.
the thing is, even if you're using somebody else's mobile that you've never that you barely even see, and that, and you're safe and closed in your house, doesn't mean the police will find you.
Yeah.
Just because you've used a public phone box, doesn't police will find you. If I was to use a public phone box in the middle of Paisley and that,
Mm.
the police would be able to see who I am because of all the CCTV there is nowadays in town.
Yeah.
Didn't it used to be that way back in the early 90s, even the 2000s? There weren't as
Mm.
much there was barely any CCTV about the town. The only
Mm.
CCTV you would see is in stores and such.
Yeah.
But after so much bad shit happened, they put
Mm.
CCTV everywhere. So nowhere safe for anybody think
Mm.
that that's doing bad shit thinks they're safe when they're
Mm.
not. It's everywhere now.
It is.
So even if you use a public phone box to do swatting, you're gonna get seen for one.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
even if they can't find your address because you're staying in a place that isn't a town that doesn't have as much CCTV about, next time you're in the town and that, they're gonna all the police are gonna have your face
Yes.
imprinted on their minds, so they're gonna come and ask you questions when they see your face
Is
because they're
that what
gonna
you
be like,
this is exactly what you were saying in your beginning bit about YouTube blacklist list, isn't it? So yeah,
exactly it. It maps out your face and
that's the face, yeah.
basically basically anything that distinguishes you from somebody else that looks the same as you, for talking sake.
Yeah.
You can get two different people that look the same in that,
Uh-huh.
but say one has something that distinguishes them, like a certain birthmark in their face, something, or uh,
Yeah.
something as simple as freckles, and the other person doesn't have freckles, and
Yeah,
you have
it's
much
like
freckles. It
it
maps
might
your it
Yeah,
maps your face. Say somebody's got like 19 freckles in their face, there's another person that's got like 18 freckles in their face. It'll
yeah.
map their face in that, and the person that's got 19 freckles was the one that got banned from YouTube. That's the one that goes if he's got one more freckle than that person.
Oh, big eyebrow left, right, up way, and then nose like this way, or something like that. Or then mouth goes like, ooh. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Facial recognition and mapping.
yeah. That's screams Robocop to me. With the spike thing, and he goes, identity. Yeah,
Certainly. That's how PlayStation are doing they're logging in with if you've got the PlayStation camera.
yeah.
It maps your face.
It's the same for Apple's new iPhones with the Face ID system. Very
Mm.
similar to that. Which I don't like the idea of Face ID. It's dumb. You have to hold your
Yeah.
camera right in front of your face and go, "Come
It's
on,
the
lock
same
me
with,
in."
it's the same with fingerprint recognition. That what if the finger that you've scanned to
Yes,
actually be the fingerprint that you scan in? What if something happens to your fingerprint? What if you get a cut or something
yeah,
in that and it can't read your fingerprint? What if your fingerprint's split down the middle
exactly.
or something like that? How do you get into your phone then?
Yeah, exactly. How do we know? How does the camera know? It could have been tattooed maybe as well. It can't read tattoos because I know with the Apple Watch, the first one, the tattoos couldn't read their pulses. I remember.
See, the good thing about facial recognition is it doesn't scan your hair. It,
Yeah,
it, it does. It doesn't count your hair
yeah,
as anything for it. It counts just just your face. That's it.
yes,
Just your face.
yeah, exactly. Just
Because
just
if,
our
if,
face.
if somebody taking a picture on that, like this is how I look and everything, then they got a haircut.
uh, right. Okay. Okay. Just checking the time now. Yeah. So about nearly 20 to 10. We
Mm.
definitely had a good time. Um, I think I might just finish it here. Is that okay?
That's fine, man.
Yeah.
Well, your audience has got to know me a bit better on that instead of just hearing a voice behind the light.
Yeah. That's very
Obviously,
good.
obviously, I've got a webcam right now, but I've been trying to implement it into my life, but my computer isn't playing well with it. When I keep trying to live stream to YouTube, it keeps coming up with error messages, bad stream, this, that, the
Oh,
next
is it
thing.
like with YouTube? It says 240p, no thanks, sort of thing.
It
I
keeps
get
coming
that.
up with error messages saying bad stream. Some of your viewers might experience
Oh
buffering,
yeah, yeah, that's the same with me. Yeah, I get that too.
so I
Mm.
try and keep it as healthy as possible at all times.
What webcam make are you using anyway? Just out of curiosity.
Well, I said before that I didn't have a webcam, but I didn't do this to deceive people. I kind of lied. It's built into the monitor.
Oh, I see. It's
It's
built
just
into the thing.
it's just because I didn't want people saying to me, get on the webcam, get on the
Yeah.
my room right now is a bit of a mess with me
Right.
wanting to basically move stuff about and get my PC desk over there and
Yeah. Have you ever thought
uh,
about getting doing like a chroma key thing, with a green screen? So that's what I'm going to think about doing with
I've
my
been
live
thinking
streams.
about maybe investing in a green screen. At some point, it'd take a wee bit of understanding to understand how it all works, but it's worth it. And
Yeah.
as far as I can tell, man, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Uh, because that's how YouTubers manage to sit down here in the corner,
Yeah.
uh, where it looks as if you can see the video, but you can see the rest of the gameplay behind them
Yeah.
because it's implemented onto the green screen. They're sitting in
Yes.
front of a green screen to make the back transparent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Right. I'll wrap this up now, and I'd like to say thank you, Nintendo PlayStation, for coming on and talking about your channel, about your life, and I think it's really deeply fascinating. and I hope you grow successful YouTuber. And you did. It's been an amazing talk. Thank you so much for this.
Fantastic,
And
man.
everybody in the chat, go into the links in the description. If you like to click on the channel, it's Nintendo PlayStation. Please give this guy some subs. He deserves it. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. And okay, so guys, are you okay if I finish now? Because it's quite been a long stream, and I think I want to get a cup of tea now. Yeah. Yeah, it's good that you're enjoying a drink and having a good time. That's what I like about you. You actually have a good time, relax. You know, lots of people take these things way too seriously, though.
Nah, there's no sense. Nah, you know what I mean? This ain't gonna make you rich. YouTube's not gonna make you a millionaire.
Exactly.
You're making Google a millionaire, but you're not gonna be a millionaire.
It's like what you said to me the other day. You only made $2 of it per 1,000 views. What's the point?
Exactly.
$2. That's I know, but then you times that with other people. I don't know.
Say you've got a million views in the video, and
Yeah.
you're making thousands of pounds, for that one video. But Google's making tens of thousands of pounds for that one video, maybe more.
I know, because that's their share. They have to keep their platform going. Yeah.
Because it's on a per view basis, and if you're getting those views, Google's certainly getting those views. Google charge the people that's come towards them to advertise. They'll charge the people, say, right, people say we'll give you about 25, maybe $30 per 1,000 views.
Yes.
And you're making $2 of that.
It's measly $2. What's the point? I know.
They're making the other $28 per 1,000 views. So if you're making thousands of pounds per a million, they're making like 28,000.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm standing up.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, it's been a long time when you sit down here.
Certainly.
Yes.
I just noticed everybody was just looking at my chest.
Oh, do you have like your own signature? What I mean by signature is, you know how I say retro forever. Do you have a signature that you like to say to your audience?
Nah, I don't really have one as of yet. I don't know if I'll have one for a while. And
because I think that'll be good, because then what people will remember your channel is your signature. Because Dreamcast guy, he says, "I keep dreaming," and then RG85 says, "What is it later, guys?" And I still can't get the lingo out of my head. You know, RGT 85, RGT 85. Yeah.
I like his newest intro and that.
Oh, is that the one I did with the Nez going in the background? He goes, dead, 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 dead. Yeah, I love doing my intros. Have you ever thought about doing an intro for your channel as well?
The RGT85's intro. I like.
Oh, the RG85's intro. Yes, yeah.
Hey, RGT85. Oh my God! I think his name's Stevie Richards. It's Stevie Richards, and then it just it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Intro, I don't know. I'm no good with things like that.
Yeah, I mean, if you want, dude, I can help you out with your intro if you want to.
That'd be fantastic, man.
I mean, what I could do is I could use 2 of your logos for the Nintendo Switch and PlayStation, make the like a little bouncing ball and go boing boing boing. There is Nintendo PlayStation.
Certainly, man. That would
cool.
Something like that would be fantastic.
Oh, cool. I'll help you out with that if you want. Then you can, and then I'll send it to you as an email. And then you can use that for your videos if you wanted to use it in your. Do you have a video making software that you use as well? Forgot to ask you that as well.
I don't as of yet. Right now, I've just got my Elgato software.
So you just live stream now.
You can also do video editing in Elgato, but it's only minimal what you can do in Elgato.
Right, okay.
What you can do with an actual video editing software. It's like simple things like cropping a video from one timestamp to another timestamp, and then deleting the rest.
Oh, okay. So, how about have you tried Filmora yet? That's the one I use to make videos.
I can't say I
Um,
have no.
it's pretty good. It's the one I've been advertised on YouTube
Mm,
quite frequently. But the problem with Filmora now, they got a subscription base. If you want to get all the effects, you have to pay them like a monthly
mm.
fee, which is annoying, which I don't like. But I know I wanted to go back to their old ways. You know, I just pay one thing and I just keep it forever. But the problem is, I have to do the PayPal thing, and I can't be asked with it as well. If you want to cancel it as well, you got to go through
I think
PayPal to send a message to them to cancel it, which is
I think a lot of softwares that were originally free should think of other funding rather than just subscription based.
yeah,
If they made their funding a Patreon for talking sake,
yeah,
they probably wouldn't as make as much as make it a proper subscription, but it would still make enough to sustain the platform without hemorrhaging money
yeah,
and giving a free service when they're making nothing back. They're putting money in back.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Patreon would have solved that, but I suppose a company they're thinking set up a subscription service rather than a Patreon. It's going to make us more money, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I think I'll leave it right now, and I'd like to say to everybody, thank you who've been watching in the chat. Remember to please like, comment, and subscribe, and retro do forever. Okay, all right. I'm gonna say goodbye from me, and thank you, Nintendo PlayStation, for coming on. And we're gonna do more future videos like this, guys. If you want to subscribe, you can subscribe to me, and also subscribe to Nintendo PlayStation. Okay, all right, we are
See
finished
you
now.
after.
Okay, I'm gonna stop the broadcast. Thank you so much, guys. Cheers.